Yo guys, we good? Yeah, I think we're here. So there was like an encoder issue. I think I fixed it, but it just knocked out my sound completely. I couldn't hear jack shit. You guys could hear everything, but not me. Yeah, for whatever reason. Anyway, welcome in everybody. Welcome in Lou. Welcome in Broad. What's up, Chaos? Good to see you. Thera's here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the subscription on YouTube recently. And Kyle, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Let's all pretend we didn't see anything. See what? Oh, I don't know. But today we're getting into the extensive list of Runersia night tier list, and also a little bonus one too. I'll show you when we finish the tier list. You know what? I'll just say it right now. It's just the monster tier list. We're going to do that too. In fact, if you guys are down for it, I think we might warm up with the monster tier list, because the monster tier list is very small. So what do you guys think about that, huh? Monster tier list first, knock that out, and then get into leaders. Any feedback there? Rune power recharged, fuck yeah. So Elena and pick S tier, game over. Yeah. What about Sid? Sid usurps all that, doesn't he? No, Gilliam, Sword Master Gilliam usurps all, even the Rune God. Wasn't talking bad about you, I swear. Well, you know, I just assumed so, but thank you for not doing it today. Appreciate that, buddy. Tech is great, but can be a hassle when bugs come. Yeah, I know. It's it just sucks completely altogether. What's up, Hillholm? Mario is clearly almost as OP as Rudo. Yeah, that's a big kappa right there. Thank you for putting the face. Big kappa right there. I don't know if I've ever one-shot Umi with Rudo. I think I might have. I don't know. Umi likes to stay back a little bit, right, and do his cannon from far away on like 2 hexes or something. The beam is ridiculous. You are correct. And the fact he can recharge mana is awesome too. But it does take some time to get back up there. What does it take? Like 2 turns recharge, then 1 turn hit? Correct? It's a 2-to-1 thing, right? 2 new producer letters since your last stream. I did read number 5. What is he on right now? I read number 5 this morning? Maybe? Yeah, I think I'm up to date. I'm pretty sure. Monster tier list, Runersia and Dragon is definitely not on top of that. No. Dragon is D tier, clearly. I will say what it shows though. It shows like the tier ups from the basic monster. So you just have to take it like as a whole. You know, like what's the entire evolutionary line like for the tier list? It's not going to show you each individual one. So which makes it quicker, by the way. So Hellholm says hi to all the YouTube friends. That's right, I forgot to put the YouTube channel on the screen. Hang on. That's an easy fix. I do not have 28 viewers right now on YouTube. There's no way. There's no way that's a thing. Okay, that should fix it, I believe. Boom. Okay. Yeah. I'm fixing it right now, so hopefully it works now. Try to type something, and then it should show. There we go. Yep, you're there. What's up? I personally like Matthias. Matthias is awesome. He is great. He's definitely at least, I would say, top B tier for me, or A tier even. Potential for low S. I'm not sure yet. He comes perfect for questing when you barely have any tier 3, level 20. And the few you have, you can't spare for questing much. Yeah, you're right. So, take your time, Hillholm. 2 chat worlds collide. Yeah, boy. And if we have extra time tonight, guys, I will definitely do some Runersia playthrough on the campaign. And we need to get back to that for sure, because the Brigandine Grand Edition tier list took 3.5 hours. That was a long-ass time. I don't think this one will take nearly as long, because I don't think we have nearly as many nights as we did on Grand Edition. In fact, it should tell me how many images are on this thing. No, I'm not seeing it at the current time. It says somewhere on the tier list, but yeah, this is definitely not as many as Grand Edition, so won't be as long. I don't think Abyss will have English voiceovers. Not enough budget for that. No, yeah, unfortunately. But if the game does well, which I definitely assume that it's going to do well, then we have potential for getting English voice acting for the next Brigandine title, which the producer said he wants to continue the series. So, you know, whatever that means throughout like DLC or new game titles, whatever, English voice acting might be in the future. We'll see. We will see. Let's see. A little above 110 for both. Oh, really? I thought it was 111 for Rain Edition. This one looks smaller though. I don't think it's 111. I don't know. Maybe I'm not perceiving it right. We'll see when we get in there. Tier list isn't up yet. I'm just doing chatting for right now, Broad. But we'll get into the tier list here in a second. It's up and ready to go though. Yeah, I think we'll start with monsters though. They'll be fast. Very fast. Pi was the newest? Okay, I have read it then. That was the one about mission mode, right? Yeah. Really cool. No idea, I just aim it once and smash things down after. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I think it's 2 to 1, right? You charge twice and then shoot once with Umi. Yo, Nick, what's up, man? Happy Saturday. How are you, dude? What are you playing right now? What's up? Actually, I remember counting on the wiki and both have almost as many nights. Really? Okay, maybe it will take nearly as long, but I don't think so. I think we can get through this pretty quickly. But, Sugar is one of the best project knights in the game, but Sophie is my personal favorite just because she's an airhead. Personality does contribute, I agree. I will say though, like not most of these knights, I would say maybe 40%, 30% of these knights, I'm not gonna really know where to put them. I played every single night, clearly, but yeah, it's gonna be one of those where chat's gonna have to help me a little bit more. So, or chat's gonna determine it a little bit more. What's up, Trouble? Good evening. How are you, dude? How's the weekend looking for you? Didn't hear the riff? No shit. Right, because I had to restart the stream. I will give you a free one, dude. You got the Mario one, by the way. Let's see. And thank you for telling me. Yes. If anything just doesn't work, please tell me. Yeah, you'll get a free one. Hang on. I gotta make up for that, man. No points. Where are you at? I think you'll take a Scalio, right? You good with the Scalio? I think you heard that. In a way, Abyss, when it comes to the enemies, does sound like a homage to Fortuna a bit. Oh, when it comes to the enemies? The enemies? Wait, what do you mean enemies? Oh, you mean like the big bad, Chaos Solus, right? Yeah, it's definitely a Zemeckis situation, I would say, because Zemeckis usurped the throne of Almikia, right? Killed Lance's father. So, yeah. I'm not sure whose, wait, no. Whose father was it on the throne? Wasn't that like, that would have been Garnet's father, right? Yeah. But there's more, there's got to be more to it, though. It's not just like killing the king and usurping the throne. It's like taking over the Brigandine itself, right? Maybe. Oh, yeah. Thank you for confirming. So far, so good. Spent the day moving a lot of trash to the street for the spring cleanup. Oh, man. That sounds like a huge project, dude. Sanij is currently making a mod for Runersia where one of the features is that knights start with 1 proficiency when set to level 1, challenge and creative mode. Can't wait for that mod to update. Me too. Me too. Once we get that, man, I'm all over it. Let's go. I'll definitely say we'll do another, at least one more Runersia campaign during the summertime or something like that. And then by that time, hopefully, the mod is ready to go. So, shout out to him. Vander, what's up? Tomorrow comes. Yes, yes, tomorrow comes. And for those who come after. My brother seeks my help to kill Simon in E33 and do the FF7 piano for trophies. Meme coming to life. Little bro passing on the controller. I didn't even, I'll be honest, I didn't even know you had a little brother, man. So, that's awesome. How many years apart are you guys? You're a great mentor. Garnet's dad is the leader of Scarlet Will, which is a mercenary group. Okay, so the king or whatever that we saw get like killed in the trailer was not Scarlet's dad then, I guess. You're a 6 years gap. Got you. Very close to me and my own brother. We're 7 years gap, approximately. Not Garnet's father, but on Garnet faction you have the Princess of Solganok. It was her father. The Princess of Solganok. Okay, I see. Rudo's father was the ruler. Yes, Romanov, and he's on this tier list, by the way, because you can get him as a secret knight if you get enough points in challenge mode. I don't remember what he starts like. Is he like a mage class, guys? I don't know. No clue. Bishop. No idea. It was a huge project, especially since the driveway is about an 1/8 of a mile long. My god. That's quite the trek, dude. Quite the trek. An 1/8 of a mile. The only thing I did today, earlier this morning, productive, was do a kick-ass workout, got back and biceps in, some triceps, and then immediately came home to buy a new gas tank because I needed a new one for sure to fill up my mower, and then did some push mowing today. It doesn't take long, thankfully, to mow my yard, but it needed it bad. Oh my goodness. Really, really bad. That King KO Solo's kill probably is Trisha's. Right. I've been hearing some rumors about Trisha, but yeah. And that she appears in like 2 different factions, I think, right? But I don't want any spoilers, obviously, but like, I'm pretty sure it's what I saw. That is how Savage Riddle is. As the big bad, he does king a dad, but his own... Wait, what? Oh gosh, I can't understand the sentence. Sorry. Oh, kill. Okay, I got you. I was gonna say, he does king a dad. He does kill a dad. His dad, but his own. Romanov is a priest class. I kind of figured. All right. When you use him, though, like, you can only use him in challenge mode, right? So you set his level. He doesn't appear in the campaign whatsoever, right? Same thing with Ray. 2 outfits. Her gown is probably from the time she escaped from the rebellion, right? Because she was in that that still shot when he got killed, right? She was off to the left side, and then you see her in like a red outfit going to Scarlet Will or the air Caravaneers. I don't remember what their names are again. For some reason, that is not sticking with me. Man. Hot take, I like the splash art from Runersia better than Abyss. Abyss still gorgeous, but didn't hit me like Runersia did. You know, fair enough. I do really appreciate the art style of Runersia because it's very unique. We're not used to this style in Brigandine especially. So yes, I heavily like the style in Runersia. In many ways, I would say I like it better just because of how unique it is and how realistic it looks. Yeah, I agree. Ray and Romanov are in the main campaign story, but not playable. Right. I knew they were in the main campaign for story reasons, but never playable. So, all right, let's do it, guys. I'm ready. Okay, turn the music back on. Let's get busy. Okay, so before we do the Rune Knight tier list, we are going to do the monster tier list first, right here. Treble. Another Escalio riff right in a row. You guys are on it today. Thank you for checking in. I'm just going to kick things off by doing this. There's my take. Anybody else? So it's the whole thing. It's the thing as a whole, because you don't have like separate tiers right here. So for example, if you want the dragon classes as a whole, how do the dragon classes rank, right? Considering all of it, right? We don't like the fact that it goes to just red for every single elemental. The dragons on base tier don't really hit that hard. They're mediocre at best. Tier 2 is pretty good on dragons, and Ancient Dragon is very good, but then again, we only get red. So yeah, Dragon D class. Yeah, Dragon goes to D class. We don't like the dragons in this game, unless someone makes an argument for it. I don't think anybody's going to, but by all means, you know, you are entitled for sure. Now's the time. Abyss was simplified probably to help animate it better. The animations we saw in the trailers seem to lean into that. Yes, for sure. Considering budget and everything like that. So, but the fact that we're getting those notable devs on the team, it reassures me, man, that we're gonna get some good experiences. Lizard Man best be S tier. Is that right? It does have double action. I agree. Let's see. To make an excuse for it to be in A tier, is there any reason? Not really. The only thing I would say is that it can't really manipulate orbs that well unless you give it equipment. That's the only reason I would say this goes into A tier. But then again, there is block, right? Chances. There's also double action. So it's either high A or low S for me. So I'll humor you for now. I'll put it in S. While I like Abyss art more than Runersia, but it is totally fine or anyone to like whatever they prefer. Sure, Runersia is a very different style overall. Yeah, but it is. So, and I, you know, in many ways like it better. So, music is annoying. Well, too bad. So you can feel free to leave. I was very disappointed in dragons in Runersia. Yeah. Goblin A tier. Goblin A tier, huh? Let's see. We can do that. No problem. Mid-game dragons are solid, but that is only because you can pick the upgrade type to be best placed versus whoever you are fighting. I see. I see. Okay. You hate goblins? Why? Goblins are great in this game, dude. Goblins are great in this game. Let's see. Mid-game dragons are solid, but that is only because you can pick the upgrade type to be placed versus whoever you are fighting. Yeah. Useless squishies. No. You got to know how to use them. You can't just throw them in their melee. You got to use their range attacks, man. Plus, they have crowd control. Goblins are really, really good in this game. The breath is still quite good for dragon, but the slow movement makes your whole team slow down to get them in front and ready to fight, so I get it. Yeah, fair enough. While the elemental tier 2 dragons are pretty unique, there's plenty of elemental shenanigans that are better overall, making them obsolete. D tier fits dragon really. Yeah, it does, because they didn't really do too much in this game. I guess they wanted to maybe focus on other monsters and not give so much, you know, credibility to dragons, because dragons just completely usurped in Grand Edition. You know it's true. So you think dragon is B at least? Okay, we have an argument for B tier. The majority, I think, says D tier. I pretty much agree, but I do really like the tier 2 dragons. The fact that we can go to any elemental we want, and they are very powerful there. Because of that, I'm gonna go for C. I'll meet you halfway right there. I think they belong in C. Once Lizard becomes a Lord, it'll have a decent HP boost, plus the block chance is pretty good. Yeah. I would go with S, maybe A, depending of what else is put there. Yeah, like, there's not much here, clearly. Like, once everything gets populated into the tier list, then we can move stuff around accordingly by comparing everything. But yeah, for now, I think that's a good placement for Lizard. I love the goblins. They're a great addition to the game. Oh, I thought that was that was Hillholm saying that. Like, you just said you hated goblins. Yeah, the goblins are a very nice addition. I like them, especially the shadow goblin, dude. He's great. Isn't it like a 3 ranged attack for paralysis, right? And then melee is poison, correct? I forget what other abilities that the goblin gets on tier 3. There's something else that he gets that I'm forgetting. It should go burn in a fire. Well, I mean, they typically do that, Hillholm, but hopefully not your goblins. So definitely not my goblins. I love the goblins in this game. Not meant to tank, they are meant to disrupt a paralyzed wave. Yes, absolutely. Goblin is S tier in my opinion. They can help control the battle. Yes, they can. But consider what it's going up against. I mean, come on. Like, mandrakes, man-eaters, basilisks, those are definitely the crowd control monster of the game. So because we're comparing monsters, I gotta go S and A right there. Taking notes for catching up, recording my first Runersia episode tonight. Hell yeah, man. How are you? I was lurking on the 35 challenge yesterday. Hope all went well. I would give Nightmare A. The debuff helped me so much against Strong Knights. Nightmare does belong, I think, in A. I agree. Plus it keeps the heal and it has knockback. I think it would go below the Goblin, maybe. But then again, weakness is very, very good in this game. Very, very good. Emperor, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. How are you? Love tier list. Did you do this for Force or GE? I did it for GE. It was last Saturday. Yes. No, it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday night. Yeah. And that VOD is currently on my channel right now, but I'm making an edited VOD as well. It's just taking a little bit more time. So, yeah, that was a long one, man. It lasted like 3.5 hours. Quite some time was taken there. Golems A tier, always solid frontliners. Golems were definitely done good in this game. I agree. The rock throws were really, really good. They have the immunity to status effects like they always have. But yeah, I just felt like they scaled a lot better in this game. Where do you think they belong in A though? Like when we put things into the same tier, you can say above Goblin, below Goblin, above Nightmare, etc. And just tell me that much too. I love Titans. Titans are very, very good too. Yeah, because there's 3 tiers. There's the Gigas, and then there's the Cyclops, right? No, there's the Gigas, then Titan, and then Cyclops, right? No, it's the other way around. Cyclops, then Titan. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, the tier 3 on this guy is really, really good. So where do you think the Titans belong, Hillhome? What would you say? I would say low S or high A, probably. I know they have low hit rate, but you can do surround tactics with Wyverns, not a big deal. But you do have to compensate for it to some degree. If the Hairy Fairy didn't get react, yeah, I know. Hairy Fairies, what do we think about Hairy Fairies? B. Low B, later. No idea. Golems are S for sexist? Shut up. Oh, man. One of the best clips, dude, that we've ever made. We need to put something in D, and Dragon is the only unit I can think of out of all this. I'm not a big fan of the Sirens. I get that Charm Song is strong, but man, it's got to be super situational. I think the Sirens at least, or at most, belong in C. But yeah, I would even probably make an argument for D tier, because you don't have to use Flight that much. You don't really have to use the offensive spells. Well, I mean, the offensive spells help, obviously, but like Charm Song is where they shine. And it doesn't always come around, right? There's not always water or swamp on a map. And whenever you try to get the enemy in range of that, sometimes they move out of range of that too. So it takes a lot of setup. But Maniators are okay. I agree, S tier, but Goblin is one of my most used monsters. Is it really? Have you done like an all Goblin playthrough before? That sounds like fun. Yeah. Goblin's tier 3 ability spends mana to use range attack after moving. Right. You hit it right there, Broad. You're correct. Paralyze is too low percentage in my opinion to bother with it. I'm not playing XCOM when I launch Brigandine. Yeah, fair enough. Isn't there a way to like manipulate that though? If you reduce the enemy's like intelligence level, you can increase the percentage of paralysis or status effects. Isn't that right? Or is it flat? Is it a flat percentage? I would give the Titan an A at least. Great tank with solid damage. Low accuracy can be helped with Halo. Yeah, you're right. Where would you put it inside this list though? Like, what do we think about the A tier? We have 4 things here in A. Do we really think that that a Goblin is better than a Titan? Can you put it there? I don't know. Depends on if you like crowd control or like kill you with 1 hit type thing. Plus he has a 2-hexed ranged attack in front of him as well. Golem, the only reason he's lower is just because of rock throw being inaccurate, but it's more accurate in this game, obviously. Plus, you can increase the percentage. Like Basilisk is basically Goblin, but tankier and hits a lot harder, but with no poison. Can do paralyze for days though, and can petrify. Exactly. There's way too many status effects on that thing. Only disadvantage for Basilisk is that it's slow. Yeah, true, but you can also tag a flight onto it, and then it's fine. Or if you're in a forest, you're really fine. Appreciate that. It went well overall. A good mix of progress, and watch this if you want to hear me rage. Hell yeah, dude. So what is your army looking like right now? I'm assuming it's like mostly lizard guards, right? Shadow goblins have the melee weapon, have a melee with poison. 2 range attacks that both to paralyze. Green with higher power needs MP, right? Yeah, I got you. Yeah. You can fix hit rate with Halo, but also equipment. This is true, yes. But here's the thing, like, do you see that as a detriment, or do you see that as a positive to like make an excuse for it? Because, you know, you have to put a Halo on the team to make it good. If you have to put a Halo on the team to make it good, or even equipment, then it kind of falls flat, right? Depends on how they act just by themselves without any help. Titan is B tier. It's hard to get them to tier 3. You think so? Like those items pop off more often than you would think if you quest at the proper locations. But I can see your point. But you think it belongs with an imp? With this thing here? If you would put Titan in B tier, wouldn't you put this down here? I don't know if that stays in the same spot, man. I'm not sure. I'll say this for now, right there. You think Centaur is D tier? That seems like a hot take. Thera says this right here. Centaur is D tier. I'm not so sure. Then again, Centaurs can fall flat in Runersia more so than they can in Grand Edition. They definitely shine better in Grand Edition, I will admit. But I don't think they're quite D tier. I don't know. Once we go to the night tier list, Yuki goes straight to S because not only is he a project swordsman, but after Titans were introduced, he starts with 1 once he joins Morelva. Does he? It's a Cyclops though, right? It's definitely not a Titan. There's no way you get a free Titan. I'll have 3 Titans and a few more battles halfway through a run, so I don't know if they are hard to get. Okay, so which one is Titan? Because is Titan tier 2 or is Titan tier 3? I thought Titan was tier 3 after you use the item, right? The dogs are D tier as well. That's false. That is completely false, my guy. Dogs, in my opinion, are A. Because listen, you have 3 tiers, right, this time around. You didn't used to have that, right? You have breath attacks. You have hidden away tactics. If you put like a bunch of dogs on the same unit, especially with like a hidden away leader, the unit that you attack is just dead. It's just completely dead. Maybe a couple of different units. So hidden away tactics is huge in this game. I heavily disagree that dogs belong down here. I say they belong in A, unless someone else decides to put them lower. Polar, what's up, man? Good to see you back. Angels and demons are OP in all Brigandines, in my opinion, so they are S tier for me. Yeah, I'll definitely give you that one. There's that, and there's that. I like the demons more than I do the angels inside Runersia. Probably all the Brigandines, but yeah, I think they definitely belong there. I'm not sure where exactly in S tier, but you know, somewhere in there. Gremlin C for Chipmunk? What? Oh, okay. You think it belongs in C for Chipmunk. Imagine an imp being above a dragon, dude. It's insane. I don't like the fact, though, that most imps cannot start with 2 protection spells. Like, they just need a little bit more MP to cast 2 protection spells, and most of the time they don't. That is so annoying to me. 1 protection spell per battle, like, please, dude. Please. I have had 4, but Rubino nuked with 3 angels. Oh man, you got a Titan nuked by Rubino's angels. That's rough luck, man. Spellbreak does have its uses, yes, but it's, again, situational at the end of the day. Dragons aren't that bad in Runersia. Are that bad in Runersia? I don't remember using them much, but I don't remember them sucking. So here's the thing about dragons, right? I think they belong in C tier. You know, most people would say D tier just because of the way they start. They start so bad. Like, the basic dragon is so bad. They just don't do enough damage, and, you know, it's easy to target them and stuff like that. So they're just basically walls, right? Walls of flesh. When they go to Ancient Dragon, you cannot retain the element that you picked for their tier 2. We also didn't like that factor either. So the Ancient Dragon is strong, yes, but the shining point of dragons in this game is the fact you can go to any element that you want, right? In Grand Edition, you were only able to go to what? 2? Yeah, the red dragon and then salamander, and then you had the white dragon, then Fafnir, right? But here, you get a dragon for every color. That's the saving grace that makes me go from D tier to C tier. That's just my opinion. It still stays on the bottom of C tier in my opinion, but it at least belongs in C for the elementals. Plus resist can help protect your units against spellcasters. Yeah, so we're making an argument for this one right here, right? The Siren. Where do you think it belongs? Do you think it belongs here above the dragon right there? I just put her there because, like, they're very, very situational. I do like that they get frost, but they don't have a tier 3, right? Neither does the Centaur, by the way. Man, the doggos are disappointing in this one, in my opinion. You think so? So where do you think they belong? Maybe we're just not using them right. I'm kidding. But no, man, like, I have very good success with the Jogs in both games, but especially in Runersia, because in Grand Edition, they didn't get a tier 3. In this one, they do get a tier 3. So, the breath attacks, the hidden away tactics, putting a bunch of them on the same unit, plus they're cheap. I think it's 70 for a tier 3. But, yeah, dogs are really, really good, man, in my opinion. But if I don't have any help in chat anywhere, then I'll put them lower. That's fine. This is a collective tier list after all. The problem with both water units, they are fairly weak outside of water, and not many maps can have them be useful. Exactly. So the fact that they're so situational puts them low on the tier list for me. I feel like I'm in the minority where I always go Unicorn over Nightmare. Oh, you mean Pegasus over Nightmare? I mean, you can use that for the Halo spell. Like, if you want Halo spell, then by all means, it's never a bad choice. So, also, they put the Pegasus in here. Did we just simply put it next to the Nightmare? I think Nightmare better than Pegasus, but, I mean, you know, if you guys think this belongs somewhere else, feel free. But it's just the Halo spell that's the difference, right? Because Nightmare keeps the cure as well, right? Yeah. Nightmare supremacy. I like damage, so this explains my dislike of goblins. Fair enough, right? If you don't like crowd control that much, then, you know, by all means, if they can't kill you if they're dead, right? So, a good mentality to have. C tier equals meat shields, Hydra C as well. You think Hydra belongs in C tier? I'm not so sure, my guy. I'm not so sure. I would say Hydra belongs like right... Oh, man. For myself, Hydra belongs like right there. Yeah, they're good from the start too. The giant snakes, they can use 3 breath attacks from start. Pretty strong. They're tanky, they do good damage physically. 3 breath attacks from the start. That's why they usurp dragons, you know, through and through. That's where I think the Hydras belong. But C tier, nah. I can't do that one. Siren could be higher, maybe C, because even if it's situational, Charm Song is still 100% guaranteed. Plus the support spell she has is pretty solid. Plus Frost if you want that extra damage. I'll give that to you, yeah, so I think I'll keep her right there. Unless someone makes another argument later. The Mermaid having Frost is nice. You can get some free range there. Exactly, yeah. A C tier unit. I agree. 2 of my basilisks can fly with an accessory. Imagine the horror of a basilisk with 6 hex movement. Oh, I know what the horror is, man. So I haven't faced one, thankfully, but I've done it myself. Yeah, it's scary. I also go with Pegasus over Nightmare. So you aren't alone. Really? So you say Pegasus over Nightmare? Okay. Lizard guards, a few vampires, Pegasi, and fairies mostly. Working on leveling a few others now that I'm more established. I see. Okay. I'm hoping you can get a vampire lord pretty soon, man, or several. That'd be awesome. The imp does have thunder, yes. It's still in B tier. It's got react, right? It's got thunder. It's got protection. It's got silence, right? We barely use silence, let's be real. But yeah, the fact that they can't use like 2 protection spells at the start is a detriment to me. I just don't like summoning them because of that fact. They just fill in the gaps, right? But yeah, I would put them above Siren, you know, because of their utility. Yeah. So, B tier for me. Titan doesn't need an item to class up. You're right. For some reason, I thought they did. But can't you get a specific item too to class them up besides the generic one? No, they don't have a specific item. You can do it with the other item. I forget what it's called. But yeah, so it's just level 20. Okay. Even better then. You don't have to quest for an item. So, even better. Same thing with the Hydra, right? Centaurs miss so much. I will say that they have missed a lot more in Runersia than they do in Grand Edition. So, yeah. So far that when we're comparing everything together, Centaurs just fall flat in this game, don't they? I did not realize that until now. I don't have to halo my Titans. You just use Wyverns or... See, yes, there you go. That's the way to do it. He'll home nose. Pin the enemy, then pound them to bits with your Titans. The pin thing is so amazing for this purpose. And when you can't do it, you just spam Ragnarok a few times. It's so good. I know. Ragnarok is amazing, dude. I love that ability. It's so good. So good. You're playing who again? I keep forgetting. You're playing Morelva, right? Pirate faction. Base Centaur is super bad, but max rank, I'd say C. You think a C rank for Centaur? Where would you put it in C though? Below Dragon, above Dragon? I think Centaur should be at least B. Damage is low, but pretty much the only monster with non-MP magic using distance attack. True. They don't do a lot of damage to leaders unless they're like low level or low tier. Their damage just falls flat, man, sometimes. And the fact that you have to like pin a unit to get an arrow to connect is kind of sad. Because they used to be more accurate, but yeah. You think B tier though? I don't think B tier. I would say low C tier maybe. I'll put them right there. Still don't have a monster on D tier. I don't think anything is going to D tier. I don't know. We can still talk about it. Also, even in non-forest map, easy to get some tiles with forest to put them. Yeah, there's many maps with forest in it, so they excel there, obviously. But doesn't always happen, clearly. It's very hard to put them on water maps, too. My god. There's Cyclops, but after that update, they changed it into Titan. You're right, Titan's in the Iron Front. I remember the DLC very clearly. I covered it. Yes. Titan is tier 3. Centaurs will likely be much better in Abyss, though, with the height mechanics. Yes, absolutely. They showcased that, too. With the Charon or whatever it was. It was the tier 2 Centaur. Excited for it, man. Anything with the free range attack is at least B to me, regardless of damage, as long as it's fairly accurate. Right. In Runersia, they fall flat a little bit on accuracy, I will say. I can't speak on a max level dog because they keep dying too quickly. Well, you know, don't let them tank. Just don't let them tank. Second, I don't want to do any vocals here. Let's go back to let's go to this one. There we go. There we go. I have 4 mana miracle dogs max level and magic can only damage them. Dude, see, I'm telling you, dude. It's crazy good. Dogs are very good in this game, especially because of tier 3. The dog strength attack is also just as good as the other frontline units. I don't know about that one, because you have to like, it's chip damage at the end of the day, right? Because it's supposed to be hitting away tactics. If you're not doing hitting away tactics with the dogs, you're playing it wrong, right? But yeah, just don't let them tank, and then look out for magic attacks. And give them extra movement. Giving a dog flight is very good because terrain can hinder them quite a bit depending. But yeah, dogs and mermaids together are a good combo for sure. I always go Pegasus and GE. Have to play Runersia properly now that nightmares don't lose heals to judge them. Yeah, it's kind of hard to make an excuse to go to Pegasus instead of Nightmare. It's just because of the Halo spell, man. If you value Halo spell, then sure. But Nightmares, in my opinion, are better. I have 4 mana Miracle Dogs. I read that. I've only beaten Runersia once, so I haven't really had a lot of time with 3rd tier monsters. I see. Once you have those times, man, you're in for a wild ride, I'm telling you. Like, these things hit hard. They are very good at tier 3, especially this thing. This thing is scary at tier 3. Very scary. You need an item to get to it. Rightfully so, but it is scary. I'm doing Morelva at the moment, so my main tanks have been Gigas and Serpents. Got you. A very powerful combo. Especially the Serpents, man. The Serpents are great. Unicorn as the solid healer, probably next to Nightmare, but a bit lower. Wait, you mean like this way or like down this way? Something like that? I have no idea where to put this thing. I'm just gonna put it here. Fine. Only way to probably change the Ancient Dragon's element is to equip certain equipment to it, particularly claws with different elements. It's still mostly red though. Yeah, I know. And I'm excited for the mod. It's going to come out that changes those elements. So yeah, I'll always be using that if that's the case. Dogs are very rewarding if you know how they work. Yeah, exactly. Phoenix low S in my opinion, but that's just how I use them. They are beefy, can fly, have a good attack, and you can mass heal your whole team. I'm running 2 in one group, right? And it is ridiculous how much healing you get when needed. Yes, yes, precisely. I agree. Low S tier. It's not going to beat Meteor Doom, but maybe it can beat Holy Word. Maybe you put it like right there. Something like that. Yeah. If you think lower, you can tell me. Speaking of that, where does the Simurgh go? Simurgh is pretty good against those mountain creatures, man. Like, they can chew through giants and also golems, and also leaders, by the way, that have mountain terrain. They do a lot of damage. I would put them probably above the mountain terrain monsters. Maybe right there. Pretty damn good. Typically, I'll go for a Phoenix, but I don't want to go for, like, more than 1 Phoenix per troop. Maybe, like, not even more than 2. Like, 2 is a good solid number for you heal home, but, yeah, typically, I'll do maybe 1, maybe 2, and then the rest are definitely Simurghs for me on the unit. I like the dogs in Runersia, same. My clerics always have some dogs with them. Your clerics? Interesting. Okay. I guess that makes sense, yeah, because you need to heal those things. They can be squishy. If they get hit, high agility, they get missed a lot. Dogs are GB rank for good boy. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I don't have that rank here, but I'm not going to create it. I think they still belong in A for sure. Hell, I would even put, like, I could even make an argument they go higher than the Golem, maybe. I don't think I can go above Ragnarok. Ragnarok is goated. In fact, yep, it's that. I'll give you B tier for dogs. They aren't as good as the Goblin, in my opinion. You don't think so? I wouldn't put them above the Goblin, I don't think, because of the utility that you get with it. But do we think Goblin is the top in A tier? We have a lot of A tiers here, man. I'm not so sure. By the way, I think Elementals belong in B tier. I do like the fact that you can go to any element that you want. Probably below an Imp, just because, you know, React and Thunder are really, really good. Plus protection. Lich is in S tier. Maybe at the bottom of S tier. They're not as good as the Vampire Lords and GE, but they definitely get an S tier spot, I think, because of Necro Rebirth. The Bahamut. I mean, doesn't that also go into S tier? The Wyverns were pretty solid in the game. I would say like Wyverns and Coltals are A tier, but Bahamut brings it up to like low S, maybe? Either here or right there. Yeah, you guys can let me know. Yours keep dying at level 7. Your dogs do? Hitting away, bro. Hitting away. Nightmare is above Pegasus simply because it keeps the heal and cure. Right. Pegasus has Sky Move type, which I enjoy for some maps. You're right. You're right. That's definitely a good use right there. Dogs, I'd say A. Hitting away is always a good feature that I'm bad at using well. But even in OG, when I get hit, when I get it right, it's very useful. Yes, yes. Especially if you put it with a Ranger class, right? Or any other leader class that has hitting away themselves. Hydras move quick despite being water type, though. They do. They do. It's always like 4 spaces, right? Even at level 1? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So, Sick Boy, what's up? Djinns ruin this game? What do you mean? Djinns aren't even in this game. Let's see. Oh, that's just good. Yeah, they're pretty good. I've never gotten my ghouls to live long enough to get there. Yeah, they're good. They work the same way basically as the Vampire Lords in GE, but I just keep forgetting the extra spells that they got. I'm pretty sure they got extra spells, maybe Venom or something like that, maybe Dimension. But they also have like the passive heal that the Vampire Lords did, so they're basically Vampire Lords. But low S, I would say. Maybe high A. Hydra is low S, high A. I think I can agree with that because the breath attack is really solid. It's what, 5 spaces? Yeah, it'd be 5 spaces, wouldn't it? Tier 3? I think that thing belongs at the top of A tier because even if it's not in water, it's still a very scary unit. So yeah, top of A for me. Which is okay, not worth the effort to be honest. Yeah, in that case, I would say they're belonging maybe here. Yeah, I can't really make an excuse for S tier for liches in this game. I have 2 that are in the middle to high teens, so they're coming soon. Agree about Lich. The previous units are being weak, make you rarely ever get them to that tier. Yeah, it's unfortunate. And I played just for my love of ghoul leveling. I mean, they're achievable, that's for sure. Especially quicker in this game, because you level up quicker. Even just on training grounds, man. Missing Link can class up. Yeah, that's one. I love how no one is talking about the Bahamut. I'm gonna put it in low S tier. I'm trying to catch up with chat here. I think I'm very far behind, to be honest. Monster Clearest rank. Yeah, Downing. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Good to see you. So, why Hydra NA? Just for the reasons I just explained. You know, utility. They're great, even though they're not in water. They're very tanky. They hit really hard physically. They have the 5 hex breath attack. Like, it's hard for me not to make an excuse to put in them in B. Like, I don't see how you can put in Hydra in B. Even if it's tier 1. Like, tier 1, they start with 3 breath attacks. They're powerful, man. Really good. Centaurs are mostly anti-flyers, since they mostly hit them a lot of the time. You're right. I keep forgetting about the arrows being against flying type. So there's that. Lich D tier for not being worth the effort. All the way down to D tier? You're kidding me. I wouldn't say D tier. I can bring it down the A's or even put it in like top B. You know what? I'll put it top B. Yeah, I'll put it top B for now. But it's going down. So my opinion is not very strong on the Liches. They're okay. Yeah, they're okay. Oh, you think Hydra is S? Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you meant it was going to be like a lower. I can see an argument for Hydra's being S tier. I'm okay with putting it here for sure. Potentially even above the Bahamut, maybe. Actually, I do like these better than Bahamut. That's a fact. I know the Bahamut has hidden away after breathing, which is really, really useful. But yeah, just all around a very, very solid unit right there. I agree. Which doesn't even get cursed. That's so dumb. Yeah, it's bad. I mean, Vampire Lords never got cursed anyways. But yeah, it would have been nice. Giving any land units flight makes them susceptible to arrows, though. Yeah, you're right. So, you know, choose your battles carefully. If there's arrows, then don't give your units flight. But if you want to give, like, good hit and away movement for, you know, ground units, then give them flight. Digging the Mega Man music? Yeah. I've been getting some of these tunes off of a channel called Game Wave. So, really nice. You get a lot of kills because of dogs. Yes, you're right. You're right. They belong in a high tier, in my opinion. In fact, I would put them above golems, guys. I would put them above golems. Which is based off Vampire Lord. It does have weakness in Necro Rebirth and Venom. It's pretty useful enough. Yeah, I agree. And then have the passive field too. So, where exactly would you put it is the question. Like, I'll need some answers, like where it goes in between certain monsters in a certain tier list. I think it's high B tier for me. I haven't really used the other option though much, the Simurgh. Yeah, it's hard to make an excuse for it when you don't have any Phoenixes. But if you've already got like 1 or 2 Phoenixes on a troop, then get some Simurghs in there, man. Especially if you're going against like mountain terrain units, which are pretty common, especially in leaders too. Then they can eat them up, man. Especially if they surround them. It's pretty scary. Simurgh has killed me several times. They're scary. Yeah. I think Phoenix's heal voice scales off of its strength. You're right. No, you are correct. They do scale off strength. That is correct. I think Nightmares gain magic points way slower. Oh, you mean MP? They gain MP slower than Pegasus? I wouldn't know. For me, Simurgh is B because I always go with Phoenix. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Phoenix is up here in S tier though. Like, I guess it can be still relative, right? So would you put Phoenix above a Lich? I would assume, not Phoenix, Simurgh above a Lich. Would you put Simurgh above a Golem? The Simurgh can eat a Golem alive, man. Like, it's not even a contest. And it gets missed a lot by Golems. So it definitely stays above a Golem in my opinion. My 26 Nightmare has 228 MP, while I have a 7 Pegasus with higher, a lot like 20 plus MP higher even at lower levels. Really? Huh, that must be the case then. I did not know that. Okay. And that puts them higher on the tier list, I suppose. Sure. Why not? Little scoot there. Simmer is kind of the mountain for sure. It's king of the mountain, but plus it deals extra damage to dancers because they're a white element and assassins are black element. Yeah, they can eat up dancers too. Pretty scary. Rubino, I think it was used Necro Rebirth on me, and I was like, wait, Rubino used Necro Rebirth on you? What? You're talking about his Lich, right? Not him, not Rubino himself. I wasn't joking about dog strength. My level 30 dog has 2 attack less than my level 30 Iron Golem. And it's tied with the Bahamut. They've got a great actual strength. That's true. They do scale pretty high on tier 3 especially. The fact there's no scorpions makes me sad. I know. It made all of us sad, man. Especially Trigger. He was very sad. I agree with Elemental. While the line shot after moving is pretty good, they're too squishy to make good use of it. Yeah, it depends on... You have to make like an exception for it. You can throw a protect spell on them and throw them in there. But also consider that the AI doesn't typically go for the elementals. They'll go for your leader if you put a leader in range, right? If it's a tanky leader, they're going to constantly try to go for them. So if you remember back to my last battle that I had, like I was putting elementals in front on like the flanks or whatever. Not the center, but like the flanks. And they weren't going after them whatsoever. Like to very little degree. They wanted my leaders, man. Yeah, Hydra's in S right now. It is real fun to just spam like 4 or 5 elementals in a row early on versus other knights though. You mean like spam their attacks or whatever in battle? Wait, what do you mean? Versus other knights? Oh, you mean to leader snipe or whatever? Yeah, I can agree with that. What's dumb is how strong Rudo is versus the other rulers. Yeah. He's overpowered, dude. If you equip elementals with an accessory equipment that grants them hitting away, they become absolutely annoying for the enemy. Yeah, fair enough. Indeed, far behind on chat. You'll see this in about 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. Wait. No, I'm catching up pretty quickly, I think. Yeah. We're good. I see the bottom right now. I see the light. I see the end of the tunnel. I make sure to equip mine with one to make them absolute trolls. You're talking about like the basilisks or whatever, flying or whatever. Hydra should be S. Hydra is an S. Are you looking right here? Hydra is currently an S. I made it happen. It's right here. Bahamut doesn't have hidden away innately, but you have equipped for that. You're right. You do have to get gear pieces for hidden away. I was thinking they had it innately. I was mistaken. Yeah. Been a while since I played it, so I don't know if Bahamut does have it. Wait, I thought they needed a gear piece, right? They have it innately? Yeah, they have it innately. They can do that at tier 3. Yeah, they do. Looking at one mine right now. Now, on the items, it gives double movement. Wait, you mean on the Bahamut, Kyle? And all of yours have double movement. You're talking about Bahamuts, huh? I don't know. I'm confused at this point. I'm getting back and forth in chat now. A shame we no longer have Bahamut in Abyss, but hoping that the dragons there will have a secret tier 4, and that will be Bahamut. I hope so too. I hope it appears at some point, you know. Some secret tier 4s would be amazing. Amazing. My only issue is I choose Pegasus because of the healing. Nightmares having heals is good, but it means the other abilities probably get ignored a lot. Maybe not though. Yeah, there's always an excuse to go Nightmare instead of Pegasus. But since Pegasus has better MP scale, make an excuse for more healing potential. And Halo, by the way. Yeah, for leader sniping, so it's always a good time. Maybe the unique black dragon that is probably a leader will be called a Bahamut class-wise. A good point. Yes, a good point. That could be a thing. I sent the 5-minute thing at 8:36 Central. Read it at 8:42 Central. There's been a lot of chat going, so what I do, I greatly appreciate. Thank you so much for keeping things active today. So, elementals with double movement is pretty trolly. Oh, you mean double movement that you equipped with them? Oh my god. Yeah, that is pretty trolly, but they do run out of MP pretty quickly, I will say. But at high levels, you know, they can go all day. All Bahamut's have double movement by themselves. Right, so they do have it innately. So that's insanely good. Insanely good. You think it looks okay as it is now? So yeah, so no arguments with this, I guess, or no more debating, I suppose. We can save this. Are we all good with this? I'll give you guys some time to respond then. Yo, Lazy Nick, what's up, man? Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Good morning to you, man. Good morning, good morning. How was your rest? Put that centaur in D. Okay, we'll at least have one D tier monster. They're not great. They're not great. I'd much rather just use a leader as an archer, right? You can't think of a scenario getting a centaur over anything else. Yeah, I can't. I really can't. So, if they had a tier 3 in this game, they would be much higher. They would be much higher. Look at that lonely centaur at D tier, man. Again, the only excuse for me putting dragons in C tier is because we get to choose what element we want at tier 2. And sometimes I would just keep that element all the way to 30. I wouldn't even class it up. So I'll pick a Vice as a salamander. Wait, I pick a Vice as a salamander? Okay. That's insane. I don't want to see that, actually. I kind of want to, you know, experience that when the game comes out. Unique tier 3 at least. Yeah. The doll monster leader intrigues me the most. You mean type F? Because apparently it's possessed by a spirit of a warrior from 200 years ago. Interesting. Interesting. So that's going to be the most interesting playthrough, I think, is that faction in particular. Pandemonium or Pandemion. I don't know how to pronounce the damn country name, dude. So pronunciation is going to be a little bit weird in this game coming up, in my opinion. So far it has been. It's like you're second guessing on most of these names. Gilliam to S. We're not there yet. We're getting there like almost right now. Angel should be A. You think Angel should be A? You think we want to put Angel with the Goblin? Right there. What are the reasons? Angel has what? That loop heal ability, right? Divine Ray, Holy Word. They're definitely not as good as a demon. Demons are crazy good in the game. So I can see Angels being below a Bahamut. Maybe we can put it right there. Not type F. There's a monster leader that's a marionette monster. Oh, right. Yes, I do recall seeing her. I don't remember her name, but yeah, I do remember that. But she would be a part of a type F's faction, right? Unless they change them terribly. Angel and Demon should be at least A. Now, Demons are definitely S, bro. Like, you can't knock Meteor Doom. It's too good. But Angels, you know, they're basically the same, but they were better in GE, in my opinion. So a high A tier for Angels is good for me. They cost too much mana. Well, so do Demons as well. But then again, you know, what's the ratio, right? Is it a good balance? Is the cost worth it? Sad that Demons and Angels no longer have tier 4s. It's a shame too, since they planned to put them back in, but they scrapped it. Yeah. So they just didn't get around to it, man. But hopefully they do get around to it, you know, in Abyss. I'm excited what's in store for us, man. Angels would be at least on par with Demons if they had access to tier 4 Meteor Doom. Yeah, they would. I agree. Even AI refuses to use Angels over Demons. What the fuck? How do you know that? You have no idea about that. I like that tier 3 Angels get a 3 space physical attack in this game. Yeah, that's also very useful. I agree. All right, I'm gonna save it like this, guys. I think we like this. Can I download this? Yeah, I'll download this. Why not? Go over here. Just put it here for now. Bam. Use that later. Hell yeah. Look, guys, Brigandine, Legend of Fortuna on eBay. How much is that, I wonder? Yep. Okay. It's gonna cost your entire bank account. Warning. Warning. I know, a wonderful ad. I must agree. Okay. Normally I don't show ads on this, but you have to see this one. You have to see this one. Look at this. You have only 2 moves. Where do you go? Which hole do you choose? Choose wisely. Also choose the right one. Make sure it's the right one. What the fuck is this ad, dude? I can't, man. It's too much. It's too much. They have some very suggestive ads on this website. Very suggestive ads on this website. Oh, man. You know, like, not too long ago, I literally saw straight up porn on Facebook. Like, the ads were just clearly porn. There's just no hiding it. Like, it's very weird. Very weird how that sneaks through. Anyway. Download it and put it in the Discord to see what people say. Yeah, I will definitely do that. So, let me do that right now because I want to make sure that I don't forget to do that. So I did forget to put the Grand Edition one as well. Where should we put it? I guess in the proper chat, right? Yeah, we can put the monster tier list into the LOR general, right? Upload a file. Let's see. Chat has spoken. Ooh. Thoughts? Oh, that's gonna get some combo going. Let's go. I'm ready for it. I'll definitely put one in GE too. Let's see. That one's not nearly as active, but you know, whatever. Where did I put that? Yeah, this folder here. Yeah, here we go. This took 3.5 hours. Thoughts? That's a big tier list, man. Looking back at it now, that's a big tier list. Look at this thing. That's what we did on Tuesday. Yeah, that's wild. Doll Monster Leader. Oh, Sing Gustav. Yeah, you mean yeah, it's called Sing Gustav. Yeah, you're right. Not surprising at all. Yeah, I guess nowadays, right? Poor Centaur. I know. Elena lowest A, pick top B. Elena lowest A, pick top. Okay, we're just gonna start like that. I don't have any opinions right now. Hang on. Nick's getting us started. Okay, you guys have some dialogue here. One second. Where the hell is Elena? Elena is top A, you said, and pick is top B. Okay. Nick has spoken. Go. Mevix, what's up? Good to see you. It's been a while. There were like 111 nights on Grand Edition Mevix. It was a lot. Quite a bit. Don't get distracted now. How can you not? Like, it's right there in your face. Just saying. It's called Valko's Fate. You weren't supposed to say that. You weren't supposed to call it out. Yeah, you weren't supposed to call it out, bro. All right, it's revealed. ValkosFans.com. Get busy. Gotta earn that bread, bro. That's my main gig. This is just a side hustle. Teaching music, this is also a side hustle. Tim deserves an S just based on his story. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna put Tim in S regardless. You guys can't win on that one. You can't win. In fact, I would contest he's probably the top of S tier. But music is your main side hustle. Yeah. What's up, John? How are you, dude? How you liking Dungeon Crawler, man? You won your first run. I'm impressed. I think all the lords are S. We could make an argument for that. We did have one lord in GE that was A rank, which was Leoness, I believe. And I think Zemeckis stayed in A rank too, but it's like top of A rank. I'm not sure. But do we think that all rulers go in S rank, guys? Like for rulers for myself, that go in S rank. It's definitely Tim. I definitely think Stella goes in S rank. That's for sure. Rudo goes in S rank 100%. He's memed to hell and back. He goes above Stella. I don't want him to beat Tim, but you guys can fight me. Let's see. Rubino for me is A tier. Above Elena. Top A. Who am I missing? Oh, right. Talia. Yeah. Above Rubino in A. Who else? Eliza. Low S. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's where I'm starting it. Yeah. Go. It all thinks pick is A. Okay. I'm gonna need some reasons why you think like a certain knight is a certain tier. Why do you think it? Because I can't just say, oh, we're gonna put it in A because you say so. No. We have to have some dialogue here. Mua is E. Why is Mua E? I used Mua quite a bit, actually. He's a great starter knight, but, you know, you can get better knights way later in the game, obviously. And he contributes a lot to the story, too. Right off the bat, Yuki is S because of the aforementioned Project Knight. Okay. Just Loose says S because, wait. Because and having a Titan starter pack. He comes with the Titan tier 3? Does he really? No. So Yuki is S tier. Okay. That's where Yuki belongs. Interesting. He's a great knight. I love him. But yeah, didn't expect S tier right away. Matthias A for coming high level, able to get the best chances at quests right away. Okay. High A from Matthias. I do love Matthias too. The aesthetic as well is really, really cool. Evil looking dude. What the hell are you? I'm losing it. Here he is. High A tier. I'm assuming we're gonna put him like below rulers, right? Unless you think a ruler belongs lower. Big Has Geno Thunder though, put him on A2 for that. Okay. And right next to Elena. Isn't that where they belong? Together? You're advertising? Go for it, man. Go for it. I need some extra dough this month anyway. Tax season hit me hard. Big is OP when he's with Elena, but without Elena, he's so-so. Got you. Wait. So, why is he good with Elena specifically? Did they get like some special synergy together or something that I'm unaware of? Doing well. We are all dealing with colds, but it's all good. Got you. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, man. So, have you been sick for a while? All Shinobi Knights. Wait, all Shinobi Knights E tier except the animal guy because their whole world philosophy would result in them all dying in one generation. Okay, we can't take it that far. At least consider the gameplay and what they can cross class to, all that, you know what I mean. So, not just story, okay? That's a big stretch. I respect it though. I respect the thought process behind it, Hellholm. I really do. I'm sure at least one Shinobi Knight will make it an E tier. That's really hard to say for me. Wow. Rubino top A? Above Talia, you think? Or do you think Talia even belongs in A tier? It should belong to S. Farah says Mua is E. I disagree, but I think he's at least... I think he would be in C for me, at the most B. I'll put him here for now. I'll meet you sort of halfway. But if people want to contest Mua right there, we're going to leave him right there. I definitely like to use other knights. I will agree with that. I don't think it's E tier. Like, the lowest tier ever? No way. That belongs for people like Ferric or some shit. Each ruler has their own quirks that make them all S rank worthy. Oh, come on. We can't go that far. Just put everybody in S and then just call it a day. Elena and Pick together is S tier though? Okay, I need to know what makes them so good together. Like, what kind of synergy am I missing here? Listen close. Nope, I don't want lyrics. Okay. Just a... Oh, well, it's already here. Okay, I was going to show you anyway. I was like, let's just go ahead and show this. City Pop Capcom versus SNK2. You're welcome. Is this the same damn song? Oh, it is. Never mind. Never mind. Bro, what the hell? Yeah. Let's do some DK. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Back to it. Sorry, I couldn't give you Morgan forever. Rubino has Necro Rebirth and you are putting the Tree Hugger over... Rubino does not have Necro Rebirth. What do you mean? He does not have this. Is the only one that falls off. Talia has her own version of the Royal Guard 2-hex special move. A throw spear and a bunch of white magic. Yeah. So you think she belongs above Rubino? Talia is S tier. Early on, she can single-handedly keep your party alive. That area heal is silly. Mua rune power is so bad. Okay. I can see Mua as in D tier. He has his uses though in the beginning of the campaign, so he can carry your country pretty far. But being in D tier, I'm cool with it. I'm not putting him in E tier. I can't do it. So I like him. Yuki brings a Titan. Okay. All right. So Yuki definitely deserves low S tier then, if that's the case. Yuki does come with the Titan. Cyclops before the update. You're right. You're right. Umaro S, that cannon shot. Yeah. And also comedic relief, right? I would say he belongs above Yuki, right there. Stella is Jesus with her water terrain, and she has decent evasion. I barely use her spells though. Yeah, me too. Me too. I fight with her all the time. She's melee most of the time. Talia on my first run, when I got Sacred at first Aurora encounter, she was in the middle and she healed all 3 teams petrify at her position. It was great even if unneeded. Okay. I can definitely see Talia in S tier then. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. What Rubino? I think has a passive that gives him a boost whenever he is with Elena. Really? What is it? The government considers me self-employed. Tax season always hits me hard. With leftover from last year plus first quarter payment, I think it was like $5.5 to $6,000. Yeah, it's about what I have to pay too, man. You're right there with me. Pick will recover 20% of his maximum MP at the start of every single turn, and his intelligence stat increases by 10% with Elena. Is that right? Okay, so he gets MP regen and 10% intelligence boost when he's with Elena. Okay. They're always going to run together from now on then. That's why he's a B as a standalone. I see. Capcom vs SNK2 is an incredible game. Oh yes, absolutely. CVS2. Huge, man. Huge. In fact, I was watching some tier lists myself. Not from this website, but like a top 10 of like Dreamcast games or SNK games. Hill Home, I see you playing Brigandine. And it was Maximilian Dude's stream, right? And that was a long time when they did that, but CBS2 made several lists for them. Several lists. Very hard for that not to be a top 10. Rip monetization on YouTube for those lyrics. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I don't think it'll be too bad if I catch it in time. Someone did it to me fighting Norzalio today. Wait. Someone did it to you fighting Norzalio. So, wait, you're not saying Rubino himself has Necro Rebirth. That's what I'm saying. Like, he does not have Necro Rebirth. Something on his team has Necro Rebirth, like a Lich, right? Delgan B, he joins pretty early and brings some equipment when he joins. Pretty nice to bump up at the start. True. He also does have Runersia 3 though. That bumps like knights down quite a bit for me. That the rune area has to be like compensated for. But he does grow pretty well. And he does join early, so I can put him in B for now. C for me, but I'm cool with him in B. Maybe low B. Jerk revived the Titan he had nuked. I've got to see evidence of this, man. My god. Rubino having Necro Rebirth? To be honest, as much as I like Lance, Rubino sucks. Yeah, I didn't think you were a big fan of Rubino. So you like Norzalio, obviously. But speaking of Norzalio, don't we just put Grados in S tier for sneezes? Yeah, sneeze tier. Jazz is C, above average stats with great strength and agility, but low in magic pool. But she's a D in my eyes, wink wink. Well, we can either put her in D for double Ds, or we can put her in B for boobs. So take your pick. For me, I used her quite a bit, and plus she got my thumbnail taken down when I try to post a picture of her. So she goes in B tier for me. Where the hell is she? She's down here. Here we go. Above Belgin for me. Sin is low S, high A. Now that I'm looking at it, I think I do like Matthias better than Rubino here. Let's go. You said Sin? He's right here. High A, low S. We'll put him high A for now. I definitely used him quite a bit when he appeared, but he appears late, man. So he appears late. Jazz does come in somewhat late. You are correct. You are correct. Thalia with 3 holy words in 1 turn, making her the strongest ruler for me. She kind of can stand in front line too. You're right. You're right. So welcome in, Callahan, by the way. How are you? We all know where Gilliam is on this list. Yeah. No, you know what? No. We just need a meme lord for Gilliam himself. I don't think anybody else belongs in that list except for him, right? Don't we just do that for him? Pink. Yeah. Here we go. Where's that? He is right here. Boom. Silly knight. Silly knight. Paying full 50% social security taxes sucks balls. Yikes. Yeah, that sucks. Japan TV, what's up? Welcome in. Raish is A. Her intelligence and rune pretty good. I do like Raish. Wait, which one's Raish? It's her, right? This is Raish. Okay. A tier. That's a very good question. I'll put her here for now. Yeah. Good growth, but like not a lot of contribution to the story, I don't think. I forgot she was in Shinobi Chai, by the way. I'm so happy we have it on the Capcom Fighting Collection too. Yes, that's exciting stuff too, man. Did you see that what was it called? It began with an M collection. It was with Captain America and the Avengers. Maximum Carnage was on there. Some X-Men games were on there, I think, too. What's that called? I can't remember what it's called. It starts with an M. You almost bought that collection for Power Stone? Hell yeah. Morgan's Darkstalker sprite has been so overused, it's like they're doing it on purpose. Can you blame them? Anemone High A. She has great rune power and comes with many monsters. Yeah, you're right. Doesn't she also come with like 5 rune area as well? Yeah. She's a freelance knight. Where's she at? What'd you say? High A tier? Yeah, I would put her above Sin. In fact, I would put her above Grados. Grados belongs here. No, he belongs in Sneeze tier. I'm putting Anemone up here. Above Grados. I love Anemone. D for Boobus. By the way, game stalling on launch. Yes, it's a problem that they've noticed, and if you look on the store page, they have an update that says they're in the process of trying to fix it. That was a while ago though, and they still haven't fixed it. Just reboot it again. It'll hopefully work. I still want to get it on PlayStation, but I have it on Xbox and love it. Emma and Selena is S tier. Okay. Emma and Selena. S tier? That's getting very populated right now. If I'm being realistic, we'll put high A. A for Anemone and Grados. Yeah, I love Grados. I do. You said, wait, Emma and Selena, S tier. I did use Emma for the entire playthrough of Mana Saleesia. Do I like her better than Anemone? I'm not so sure. I would say Emma and Selena go in A tier for me. Selena has a lot of magic power though. No, I can see it. I can see it. Heavy story contributors. And also very fun to play. Yeah, yeah. I'm cool with low S right there. Kyle is A tier just because he's very hard to kill. I love Kyle. Kyle is a menace, dude. Kyle is a menace. Would you say A tier? I would even put him as S tier for me, plus heavy contributions to the story. Plus you don't know a lot about him. He's a very mysterious character. For myself, he goes right here. Full stop. Maybe even above Talia. But like, yeah, Kyle is awesome. I love Kyle. Would put Dezenis as C. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Dezenis is not great. Like, it's annoying to get him. Plus, you know, yes, level 20 Dark Knight. I get it. But mediocre at best. Cool aesthetic though. And cool backstory with Tomas. Like I said, I don't know it was him, but it was his army. So even if not his ability, he was still in charge and therefore has earned my enmity. I see. Okay, I kind of figured. You were confusing me for the longest fucking time. I'm like, he doesn't have Necro Rebirth. What are you talking about? So I got you. We're on the same page. Carlos doesn't sneeze when he sees Stella, which pisses her off so bad. I know, I know. That means they're meant for each other. She's the only one he can get with. Sin's elements pretty much parallels Dinadan, looking back at it. You think Sin parallels Dinadan? I'm not so sure about that one, man. I don't know about that one. So who's gonna bring up Charlotte? Oh man, Charlotte's actually decent. She's not too bad. Some pretty good strength right there. C for Charlotte, I guess. Maybe. What do we think? Charlotte being in C tier. Odessa is high B because she has paralyzed as a cleric. High B, you say? Okay. She is a main story character. I would make an argument that she's low A, but I'm cool with Modessa being high B for now. Plus, it's getting very populated up here. I'm having to compare a lot of knights already. We still have a long ways to go. You belong there. No, you belong here. No one else is a meme lord, right? I don't think so. I'm looking for, like, knights I just don't use. Boom. Who else? Yeah, Klaus. Zenos, you said C. I do like his aesthetic. I'll give him that. Will is an S tier knight for me. He goes here. I would put him above a lot of these, I think, but having him bottom S is fine. I would put him probably right there above Yuki. I love Will. He's awesome. Sylvia's S tier for me. Right below Will. I'm just getting some balls rolling here. I'll stop there. And put the rest of the clerics in C tier? Just C for cleric? Okay. Yes, the Maximus collection. Yes, that shit looks fire, dude. I want that really, really bad. I played the fuck out of Captain America and Avengers with my brother and my friends. My god, dude. We had the funnest time with that shit. And on both Sega Genesis and also in the arcades. Oh my god. It was a hard game, but we made it far. We dedicated ourselves to that shit. Clerics in C and bishops in D list. I can't just do that. That's too many characters, man. I'm sure some belong in those tiers. I'm biased towards Kyle. I would assume so. No, Kyle is awesome, dude. I love Kyle. Kobe is S. Unique class. Almost impossible to hit. Can hit from afar. Maneuver the forest. Only disadvantage is his low HP. You're right. You are right. Kobe would go here for me. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Grottos meme lord. You think Grottos belongs here because of sneezing? That's fine. But according to Valkos Legends, Kyle betrayed Rudo. Dude, can you believe that shit? Wait, Kyle killed Rudo, right? It went that way. Yes, Kyle killed Rudo because he was charmed. And he hit him hard twice, I think, right? That was crazy. Medessa is low S or high A tier. Has a lot of MP, magic pull, and has 5 command range in the start at level 15. Also, as a healer, she has a lot of agility just in case someone tries to snipe her. Yeah, I was going to say, Medessa is goated, bro. She gets high A for me. She was above Anemone. Medessa is like the A tier unit, I'm pretty sure, after looking at all this stuff. But there's still a lot of units to get through, dude. There's a lot here. Love the vibes of this track, man. Coco is S, just for the story. Honestly, doesn't she just belong here? Coco is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous character. Also sounds like she's having a lot of problems every time you select her in battle. A lot of problems. Charlotte disappointingly has no dialogue with other knights. It would have been hilarious. Yeah, I guess so. Because she doesn't contribute too much to the story, I guess she could belong in D tier. But doesn't she have 3 Runeria though? And she just really scales off of strength. But one of the rare female knights that can be a Viking, right? I don't know. Maybe we keep her low C for now. Zenos, meme lord for never being on your team because we aren't bad enough for him. I won't go that far for meme lords, but yeah, I understand what you mean. You better to put Zawar Illusion in here. I didn't make this. I didn't make this at all. We can just pretend where Zawar Illusion goes. But yeah, that's all I have right here. Maybe it wasn't possible. I don't see why it wouldn't be. But yeah, no Zawar Illusion, unfortunately. Sorry. I would have put Selene in A because there's a time she's not playable and her magic pull isn't the best. I see. Okay. So you think Selene should be in top A? Yeah, I would definitely not put her above Medessa or even Anemone, actually. Yeah. Even considering Emma as well. Like, I know she's melee and the Medessa's magic, but I would probably still put Emma lower. I don't know. Where I see it, I think Emma belongs below Sin, maybe? I don't know. That's a weird one for me. Yeah, I'm thinking why Emma is S too. Well, I just had like an initial chat message that said Emma is a low S tier, and so is Selena. But I'm thinking not so much. For myself, I think she would belong right there next to Selena. They're pretty equal for me. I played them quite a bit, but as you said, you know, Selena's unplayable for a bit in the campaign. It's both versions. Wait, both versions of what? Captain America and the Avengers? I chose the knights I use because of their aesthetic. Give me all the ones I decked out in armor in their picture. Yeah, I know. Aesthetic does a lot. It's not like it's you know, a detriment or anything like that, or it doesn't count. It definitely counts. Mua should be A because he has 242 magic pool from the very beginning. I definitely think Mua belongs higher than Zenos and Charlotte. I'm gonna put Mua in low B tier for now. That's where I see him at. But yeah, not in A tier though. Not with all the rest of these knights right here. I don't see him that good. I forgot that Medessa is from Shinobi tribe. Explains her high agility. Yeah, for sure. Kyle not only killed Rudo, it was on their last castle. So he really... That's right, it was their last castle. I forgot. Man, I wish I would have been streaming during that time. That would have been a legendary clip, dude. Maybe I can probably extract the video somehow and then make a clip anyways. But man, what a legendary moment. Put Coco's husband in there along with her while you're at it. Oh, Hazarov? Yeah, he's a meme lord too, isn't he? Look at that beard, dude. Yeah, crazy looking beard. How many dreads do you need, bro? How many beads do you need? That's insane. He's basically looking like a sun right now. Look at all this. Crazy. You ain't gotta go this hard. Paul, oh, you mean null? Is A or S? Null? Null is S. Yes. You're not gonna fight me with that one. Null is S. Where is he? He's also... He's right there for me. Yeah, he's right there. Null is awesome. I used him the entire time I played Gustavo. Love that knight. Really good. Sid Husbando. Sid is also an S tier knight. Let's not lie to ourselves. Where is Sid? Where does he belong? Right next to Yuki. I think he is better than Yuki. Right below Toby, because Toby is so unique. Yeah, I like that spot right there. Gilliam is a meme lord too. He never hits anything with his 25 agility. I know, it's so sad. It's so sad. X-Men arcade game, Captain America, Avengers arcade version, Genesis version, and 8-bit version, which I think is NES. Really? They have all three of those? Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. I love that one too. Me and my brother went ham on that one. Separation Anxiety on SNES and Genesis. No kidding. I didn't know they had multiple ports though. That's wild, dude. That's wild. We'll have to play some co-op someday on that. I would totally be down. All of Norzalio's knights are pretty underwhelming, unless I'm missing someone who actually has good cross-class potential. Yeah, you have Elena, you know. Anyways, Ferric is B only because he can recruit Will and Galivard. I don't give him credit for really recruiting Galivard because you have to get him killed. It's like, ugh, I have to do this. But you do get good knights because of that. Yeah, Ferric is, like, by himself, he's just not great. He's not great. I'll typically cross-class him to a mage and leave him there, because even though he starts with low MP as a fighter, he does get MP when going to a mage. So, you know, there is that. Also, he gets like the passive heal from the fighter class. So he's got cross-class potential. He's just bad. Kane is another character that starts at level 12, but has a lot of magic pull early and has 5 command range. Yes, very high HP, but agility, intelligence are mid. Meanwhile, Darien, in contrast, has high stats, high HP, but mid MP and magic pull. Both has story relevancy and guimoule as well. I put both in high B. Both of them high B? Really? Right next to Jazz. I think I can see that, dude. Yeah, Lazy Nick, I think you're onto something. You put Kane above Jazz. And then Darien. I love Darien's aesthetic, the story contribution. He also can cross-class to like a Spellblade type character, even though in the story, he starts at what, 19, like Garrett does. So you really kind of want to keep him at like Dark Knight or Paladin. I get it. But he could potentially be a very powerful mage if you put the time in, like doing just mage and then sorcerer. Yeah, he has high intelligence levels. Spider-Man X-Men arcade on SNES, Genesis, Portable, and Game Gear, and Silver Surfer. So is Silver Surfer as hard as they make it out to be? Is that game supposedly because it's supposedly very, very hard. And the main soundtrack or the main theme song was written by somebody that I know. Wasn't it Paul Gilbert? Yeah, some famous guitar player wrote the main theme song to that game. I forget who it was. Yo, Bowie, what's up, man? So go follow my boy over there. He just got back to streaming some Silent Hill F there. Big Nintendo streamer. How's your weekend going so far, dude? Going from Moolah, I can see Sugar as a A tier, just below Modessa. Good availability, good magic, full intelligence. Good in the end game. Could be S, but I just don't see her at the same level as the other S tiers. Yeah, you have to be comparing at this point heavily because we have a lot of knights in here right now. You think Sugar belongs below Modessa? So right here, I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I do like Anemone better, just for aesthetic reasons, but Sugar has more contribution to story, I think, a little bit. Main Guimoule Knight plus 5 command range is pretty awesome, and she can grow very, very well. When someone explained to me Selena in bio, it said she was good, but I remember her growth stat, and just not good. I haven't really played Mana Saleesia. All I remember from Selena is that she had really, really high intelligence levels and an MP pool, right? That is enough for me, really, to make her a great knight to play as. But she also was unavailable for a time in the campaign. And then I think she also has 4 command range, right? Maybe even 5, I forget. But yeah, as far as the bio goes, she has important roles to the story, of which I cannot remember currently. It has been a long time since I've played. Dramayor, welcome in. How are you? I think Rubino right hand is A tier for his mana reserve that small. Where is he at? Yeah, he's in A tier currently right now. So I could argue that Stella's dad, Mermaid Guinea, could also be a meme lord because of his hilarious doting on his darling daughter. Also the emote. Oh yeah, the emote definitely puts him in meme lord, dude. It definitely does. He's like the top. Yeah, he's at the top for sure, right? If I were to truly rank Guinea, he would be like mid A for me. Maybe high B with Darien, because he's very strong. Oh my god, if you get hit by Guinea, look the fuck out, dude. He's insanely strong. Crazy. Especially if you use that spin to win formation. Are they releasing a compilation that includes X-Men from the arcade? Put that shit in my veins. I don't think it's the one that you're thinking of. It depends on, like, you know, which X-Men game you're talking about. But look at the he just said it earlier. Yeah, it's the, go on Steam, Shovel, and look at the Marvel Maximum Collection. Yes, the Maximum Collection. It might be in there. Yura is S, not saying any more. Okay. Yura is Morelva, right? She's right here. This is Yura. That doesn't seem right. Is this Yura right here? I can't remember. Am I correct? Someone confirm this. This is Yura, right? Pardon me. Trigger A for the potential, albeit hard to level up. Well, you can start her at an Enchantress. Yeah, it's not that bad because she's can do magic. Thanks for the shout out. No problem, man. You're off today, but we'll work tomorrow. Just watched a horror movie called Hokum earlier this morning. Really? What's that about? Look at all those S-tier knights. What's up, Jake? So many good ones and easier to build up the project knights with the XP training. Yeah, yeah. You think they all deserve S-tier up here? You think these are all S-tier worthy? Bro, Coast Lunari. I love it. Meanwhile, Guimoule is so cutthroat in my opinion. There's so many good knights. Yeah, I know. I know. They're very solid. Oh my gosh, Kate. And also Conrad. I love both of those knights, dude. Kate and Conrad. Especially Kate. Della is S for me because of her class. I was not interested in it until I used her. Yeah, and doesn't she get like a specific spell, doesn't she? Let's see. No, I'm thinking of Medessa. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, Della I used all the time. All the time. What'd you say? Is S for you? I want to kind of put her like as equals with Medessa. I would give her top A. But did we just put her in low S because mommy? I don't know. Sure. Low S because mommy. Kane is also a stats freak. Keeps on going on about the optimal monster setup. Also probably a trading card game scalper. See, wait, oh right, because he has the cards. I forgot about that shit. That's right. Yes, I remember that. I remember that. That's funny. Kane is a gamer, dude. I respect Kane a lot. Darian and Kate are B tier. Some story. You think they're B? Wait, yo, Darian and Kate are B tier. I can see Darian and Kate being yeah, B tier because they're both are they brother and sister? Are they related? I like Kate more than Darian when I play them. Yeah. But yeah, are they brother and sister? They're just of the same species. Starlight, what's up? You make the tier for what you like or more focus or power. No, so it's an overall character aspect. So do you like to play the character? Do they grow well with their stats? Are they fun to use? Do you like how they look, or the aesthetic of them? And do they contribute to the story in cool ways? There's a lot of things to consider. So like an all-around character, what do you think? Where do you think they belong when you consider everything? So, because if we're just doing stats, like this would look very, very different. Not too late. What's up, Jordan? No, you're not. So we just got done with the monster tier list, which by the way, is looking like this. This is in Discord right now, if you want to take a look. Yeah, any opinions on that, you can let me know. So thank you for the viewership today, guys. So numbers looking really, really good. Because Sugar exists, that makes Leanne guimoule B tier, both Enchantress Project Knights, but Sugar mogs in her stats. That being said, Leanne is still really good. Her main issue is that Sugar exists and comes before her, right? Doesn't Leanne start with 3 rune though? Or 3 command range? What'd you say? Leanne in B tier? I'd put her above Muwa for sure, and Delgan. I'll put her right here. Yeah, I think she belongs right there. Yura is in Shinobi tribe. Oh, it's this girl right here. She's an archer at the start, isn't she? Okay, you said Yura is S tier? Okay, I need some reasonings. I know you said S tier and that's enough, but I know it's a joke. I need some reasons. So I can't contribute too much with that one because I don't remember her story that well or how much she contributed. I also don't remember building her that much. If I did, I probably did. I don't know. But yeah, we can talk. You're right. Della has Cure as an assassin, which is rare. Yes, I forgot about that. She joins a bit late though. I can see her on high A. Got you. Adieu is arguably better than Guinea because he is slightly more accurate in my experience. No, Adieu is definitely better than Guinea. I 100% agree. Guinea just hits harder in the beginning. Adieu, man, this is a very well balanced knight. I have to put him in S tier, dude. I would even put him like right next to Sid. Yeah, he's right next to Sid for me. Absolutely. It's about this American author guy who travels to Ireland for the first time to pour his parents' cremated remains in the tree from the hotel they fell in love at. It's an asshole, but he hangs himself very early in the movie, but survives because one of the employees cuts him down from the rope. But when he wakes up at the hospital, he finds out that the employee who saved him is missing. And that's when he explores the haunted honeymoon suite to find out what happened to her. Wow. That sounds like an amazing premise right there. Yeah, I probably would enjoy that. Oh, it is the game you were talking about, Shovel. Yeah, it's on Steam. So with that collection. Go sleep. No worries, Chaos. Thank you for contributing to a bunch of the tier list. So big help there. We'll have the final results later on. I can make half of them S tier with stat booster potions in no time. Everybody is an S tier at that point. Just give them enough potions, everybody's an S tier. I feel that the ratings have to consider their immediate impact and their availability, so some units which are super strong but lack availability should be moderated. Darian and Kate are engaged. Engaged? I don't remember their backstory. I thought they were just of the same species. Darian and Kate are not related, just both the same species. Right. There's this whole weird love triangle between Eliza, Darian, and Kate. Yeah, that's true. It didn't like develop into anything, but you know, it somewhat existed. Allison is a hard one for me. Actually, me too. I used him quite a bit. He's like the Grottos of Holy Gustava, but yeah, he's a powerhouse, man. He's hard to take down. Very, very useful in the beginning. Also very scary to fight. I'd probably put him with Darian. Maybe. Hang on. I want to say he's like below Kane. Yeah. Where is he at? Where's Alcin? He also has like heavy story contributions too. He's like a puppet master as well, isn't he? Didn't he have like a important role with Sin Gustav? Belong right there. Alcin. Really cool aesthetic too, steampunky. Like S tier for monocle, right? It's gonna be your first Brigandine. You mean this one right here, Legend of Runersia, or Brigandine Abyss? Which one, Starlix? Brendan, what's up? They are Barrette fairies. Kate loved Darian. Darian loves Eliza. Eliza loves Darian. That's the triangle, right? I remember. Rosalia's knights should be all at C tier. Every single Norzalian knight should be at C tier. Even Elena and Pick. Nick, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? I'm not putting a ruler in C tier. I just can't do it. The lowest I'll put Rubino is B tier, because he's definitely better than Muon, Delgan, and all them, right? So he's got heavy story bits, man. He's one of the main characters. And plus, I will say that Norzalio has my favorite battle theme in the game. It's just very catchy. But I can sing it back really easily. Not now, because my voice is going out. Oh my god. Pardon me. You immediately bought the collection? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Enjoy it. Put Veda in low S, high A. One of my favorite knights in Saleesia to build. 340 MP, 5 command range, 78 agility. But only starts at 55 intelligence, though he gains more as he levels up. Overtake his agility. Okay. So we think Veda belongs in an A tier. High A, low S. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. Veda. Where would I put him next to? Who would I put him next to? That's hard. I kind of want to say there. Yeah, I kind of want to say right there. Lower on the A tier. Does Darren have a thing with Eliza though? Isn't that just Eliza admiring him because he plays music? Yeah. It's just that pretty much. Yeah. I don't think any romantic feelings there. I love the hunter class and Yura makes me laugh. Okay. So that's your reasoning, huh? So Yura is S tier because of that? All right. I'll meet you halfway. I'll put her, I don't see like Yura being anywhere above like Leanne really. Or maybe with Raish. I have no idea. I have no idea where she goes right now at all. I'll put her right there. Put her right there. What would you say if this movie took place in Italy? Maybe you'd like, sorry guys, gotta cancel the stream, gotta watch Hokum tonight. Nah, I wouldn't cancel stream because of that, but it would encourage me to watch it more maybe. So it is set in Italy then. When Leanne awakens her Rune Knight powers, she's horrified she's an enchantress and not a cleric despite being a nun. Ironically funny. I didn't remember that at all whatsoever. That scene took place. Only problem is Adieu. He's an ass when he meets Talia on the battlefield. Yeah, he is, but like he's a real one, right? So keeps it real. I put him there because he's a balanced knight, man. I love playing as him. So back to Ferric, right? Vayne is a D tier. He never does anything. I don't really think I ever used Vayne once, man. Yeah, I don't recall whatsoever. Where is he? He's in guimoule, right? Yeah, he's right here. D tier for Vayne. I never used Klaus. I put Ferric on the top just because he's important for Will and Galivard. Sin possesses one of Alcin's puppets, so he definitely contributes to the story in a big way. Yes. Except for Rubino, Elena, and Pick, of course. There you go. That's better. Going off of your criteria, I would say all lords plus 2 to 3 more from each country are S tier, plus a few pickup knights are S. Do you think so far we have it right? On S tier right now? Does that look okay to you? Ginger, A for the story. Ginger did contribute quite a bit to the story, and she's a very loyal sibling to Tim. Very, very loyal. I'm gonna put her right there next to Medessa, because I used Ginger almost every single round. She was on an offensive team for the entire playthrough, I think. In fact, I think I took her to the final fight. I'm pretty sure. I'd say drop Veda on A because you need to quest to get him. Well, I mean, like, you need to get a bunch of these to get them, right? Are you gonna really put, like, Bale in, you know, B or something like that? Or even A? Bale grows very well. Yuri, this archer chick right here, dude, Yuri is amazing. My favorite archer in the game, absolutely. Love the A aesthetic. She's very, very good on her strength and her agility. Solid command range and command pool. Like, I'd put her right there with Adieu for me. She'd belong in a low S if I had my way. But yeah, Yuri is awesome. We put Anne in low A. She's one of my faves. Great stats in class. Can be used to recruit Yuki and Rensei. And we all know Shinobi could use the male Rune Knights. Her availability is meh. Yeah, I do like Anne. She's nice. Low A. Yeah, we can put her right there. It's good. Rensei, since we're on the siblings right now, Rensei is the only one left over, right? Rensei is decent. I can turn him into a spell sword, which I do like to do. He's right there with Yose for me. Yose being a little bit higher. Where the hell is Rensei? They put him in Guimoule? No, they put him in Gustavo. Right. So Rensei, I'd say he's above Mua right there. Yeah. Is Toby actually that good? Yes. Like, you cannot hit that motherfucker, dude. Like, good luck. You cannot hit him. Plus, he has the utility of the range attack. It's free. Yeah, he's insanely good. You just cannot hit him. You have to blow him up with magic. So if you can support him with like a resist, then he's basically unstoppable. Plus he gets is it 2 class ups, guys, or is it 1 class up for Toby? Faye is probably pretty strong, but he absolutely lacks rune power. Dude, it's hard for Faye. Like, Faye is a very strong knight. He hits very hard, I understand. But he's like low C tier, almost top D maybe. So right below Charlotte for me. Maybe even above Charlotte because of better strength. And I didn't really use Charlotte that much. So yeah, I think he probably belongs there. You know, eventually gonna scoot on the way down. Leanne thing never took place in a scene. It's her knight description in one of the menus. She's got so little story relevance, it makes me sad. Yeah, I know. It's unfortunate. Pluto is A tier. I do love Pluto. He's awesome. Because of cross-class, and he basically revived Umimaro, and he has childhood friendship with Stella. She calls him Pooh, so cute. Yeah. That's a very cute name, isn't it? Imagine being called Pooh. Let's see. They don't have a P tier, though. Sorry. Where is Pluto? Here we go. Yeah, I definitely think he's an A tier knight. I'm gonna put him right next to... Ooh. Ginger? Yeah, I like this. Pluto is a solid knight. Like him a lot. So many more to go, dude. I'm gonna take a break here soon, guys. When the next ads roll in, I'm gonna take a break for sure. I don't know when that is. Let me check really quick. Hang on. Which were you at? 1 second. Okay, ads are going to be in like 11 minutes, so pretty soon. All right, next ad break, I will also take a break. Remind me. Coco is in the meme lord tier because she has problems on the battlefield. We're just putting like the comedic value leaders inside meme lords. If you disagree, you can let me know, and I'm happy to move them. But I don't have any like solid opinions on these knights, with the exception of maybe Guinea being an A tier knight, a high A tier because he's very strong. But then again, you know, command range. What's up, Ballet Claire, by the way? Good to see you. Rensei is not as good as the kids. Yeah, he's not. He has his uses. But yeah, I agree. You also took Ginger to the final fight? Hell yeah. Friend rivalry with Jazz is entertaining. I forgot about that, Nick. Yes, I forgot about that rivalry. You got S pretty on. Need to add Tomas there. Yeah, I think Tomas deserves to be in S or high A. But yeah, he has a lot of variety, doesn't he? What do we think about Tomas, guys? We're gonna put Tomas in low S, or are we thinking like high A next to Sugar or something? Maybe there. But he does have a really cool backstory with the Zenith. Let's be clear about that one. Plus, there's like an extra scene with him and I can't remember. It's whoever like recruits him, and he has a special scene with a specific knight from the nation, talking about how he's training to, you know, be stronger than Zenith and eventually kill him, right? Low S, yeah. I'll give Tomas low S right here for sure. Toby and Sin, both knights you can't hit. Yeah, more so Toby, for sure. Yose is C tier for me. He falls off mid to late in the story. Even quest knights tend to be better than him, but he has a lot of story relevancy in Shinobi. I wouldn't mind him at B for that. Okay. I do like Yose as a character. The aesthetic is really, really cool. I used him quite often. Him and Sid were always running together when I played Shinobi Tribe. Low B. I would put him above Rensei for sure, and even above Delgan. Yeah, what do we think about this? Right there, maybe. Yeah. I'm looking at it and like, I don't see like any story contributions with Yura right here. Like, I think she belongs right here, below Delgan, above these knights because they don't like scale well, but you can do a lot with her. I don't know. I don't have a big opinion there. Toby gets 2 class ups because he starts at low level. Got you. Rudo could be in his own tier above S. He's like the Lu Bu of Runersia. Oh man, I remember that name. I always get nervous fighting him because he's always on some bullshit. Yeah, fair enough. So SS tier, Rudo tier, Emperor tier, God tier. Rudo just goes along with whatever Stella's mood takes them, but that probably is a disadvantage for him. Yeah, for sure. Iona is a good knight, but no story from what I remember. Not a lot, but she does have relations with Noel, I think. When he got back to the nation, then they had like some dialogue together. I think he also has some dialogue with Sylvie as well, but Iona also has command 3 range as well. That just simply puts a Rune Knight down quite a bit for me. I don't remember how her stats scaled, but I'd probably put her maybe like right there. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, think so. Rose is the same with Iona, you mean? I don't remember heavy story contributions with Rose either. Plus she also has command range of 3. I guess I can put her right there. Here. Sure. High B tier. Yep. Right. Iona can recruit Null. Plus she has potential as a bar class. High B for you. Okay. Do you agree with her right here below Jazz and Alison, all these guys? I think that's a good spot for her, actually. Yeah. Tomas starts at level 10. The absolute sweet spot for cross-classing? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Honestly, I think 15 is the sweet spot for me because if they get recruited at 15, then they've mastered that current class they're on, and then you can immediately cross-class them right there. Otherwise, you have to grow from their level 10. Unless you don't want to deal with their tier 2 class, which I don't know why you wouldn't. 15 is the sweet spot for me. So Glaws in GE, perfect. Perfect. Rudo really is the Lubu of the game. That is such a great way to put it. Yeah. So, Hillholm, have you played Kessen, by the way? Kessen 1, 2, and 3, especially 1. I'm curious. Lubu was in the second one. Very powerful. Moto, welcome in. I remember using those two little Morelva girls. They have insane mana pools but lack damage, though they are very useful. Which one are you talking about? You mean Ratka right here? And then maybe, I don't even know her name, guys. I'm losing it. I don't know her name. Ratka and somebody else. Yose B seems fine. Yeah. Sophie probably could be a meme lord, but she's far too useful for that. It's Sophie. Thank you. That's Sophie right there. Yes. Yeah, Sophie. Iona's stats didn't scale well, if I remember correctly, right? She's one of the weaker bards from what I can remember. Monica and Patricia usually fare better than her. Got you. Okay. Monica is in Saleesia, right? Isn't this Monica right there? I know Patricia's right here. I don't know where they belong. No opinions yet. Velgen should be a bit higher because of the free equipment he gives. What does he give? Like, is it really good stuff? A bit higher, you think? I don't know where he would go, honestly. For myself, like, Leon just would go here. But where do you think he belongs in B tier? I have no idea. You never played Kessen? Oh my gosh, classic PS2 war strategy game, dude. Classic. You have to look into Kessen, for sure. And try to see if you can emulate it. In fact, hang on. I've got the game case right here. I bought another copy from eBay. Hang on. This one right here. You have to look into this game, dude. It is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. The first one is the best one in my opinion. Second one, the second best. Third one, you can do without it. It's okay. But this one is goated, bro. I love this game. You gotta look into Kessen. Ads are beginning soon. Once they begin, I will take a break, guys. Main range 3, I think, caps someone at B for me. Yeah, that's a very good way to put it, actually. Me too. Dynasty Tactics 1 and 2 were wild games, very fun combos you could set up there. Now, okay, we can do an exchange. You play Kessen, I'll play that. Because I haven't played that, actually. So, I'm looking at some gameplay on that one. Maybe even stream that. Monica would also be high B. She has a better magic pool than most of the Mana Saleesia Knights. Has enough agility to cross-class to Dancer. So you could make the elusive Bard Dancer combo, right? Also interesting note that she was a Morelvan spy before defecting to Mana Saleesia, high B tier for her in my opinion. Okay. That sounds like she belongs right next to Kane or somebody, or Darian. Let's see, Monica, huh? Actually, I'll put her right above Jazz. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for her right there, considering those. Ratka is pretty decent as an archer. Any other contributions? Nobody seems to give a fuck for Norzaleo Knights. Oh no. I know, it's unfortunate, dude. I do like Shizzler. I really like GU though. Like if we're gonna put any Norzaleo Knights into A tier, GU goes there. Just for the voice actress alone. It's money. I love that voice actress. She kills it. But I used GU for like the entire playthrough. I think I also used Ariana for the entire playthrough too. I used, what's her name? Theodora, yes. Theodora for the entire playthrough. Maximilian is a very solid knight in that country. I used Brendan for the majority of the playthrough too. Like there's some good shit here. In fact, all of these knights that I'm looking at right now have really good growth and some decent stats. Fantastic design. Yep. Regardless, you really wouldn't be able to grab equipment early game, so him giving you some is probably really good. Okay. I'm wondering if it's like some tier 2 equipment or something like that. I don't recall. Leanne has 3 command range. She should be way lower. Oh, man. See, I knew it was true. Like, Leanne needs to be like right there below Rose or right next to Rose. Maybe up one because, you know, magic. If that's the case, since you can build Yura pretty well, she just goes right there. But Leanne contributes more to the story, right? Rose, like, never. I don't remember even seeing Rose inside dialogue. Patricia would be low A. Great stat spreads. Not as good as Sugar, but she's a bard with a good intelligence magic pool. I'd put her behind Raish. Behind Raish, right here, and above On. I did use On also. She's pretty cool. But doesn't Patricia already have like 3 command range? So you're saying she goes right there? I won't fight too hard for Patricia, but you know. Polar knows. Yes, Kessin is great. Love the whole Dynasty Warrior series. Yes, it is amazing. If you like the Dynasty Warrior series, play Kessin. Just give it a shot. Even if it's not your thing, it's okay. At least look into it. It's so fun. Radika starts at low level for cross-classing, and I think she has high agility gains. Either way, she's the only archer you have as a Morello until you start questing or recruit ones from other countries. Got you. Honestly, I couldn't care less about Norzalia. Oh, poor Norzalia. You don't care about Grados' sneezes? Come on, yo. Leanne doesn't contribute to the story either. I just like her. Okay, I see, I see. So I think that's the sweet spot for her, maybe. Maybe we can put Mua on the top end of this. Like that. Rensei for more story. Yep. That hunter girl in Rabino faction has command range 3. It's sad, and she has mid mana pool. You're talking about Theodora right here? Okay. Patty could be behind Anne because that command range is not great. I kind of figured, yes. Yeah. So as I said, like, command range caps it off at B for me. I'm in agreement with Ali Claire on that one. I think she would belong right next to Iona, right there. Maybe even lower because of non-story contributions. So like here, maybe something like that. Bredo, what's up? Good to see you. Ads are going right now, guys. I'm gonna take a small break and I will catch up with chat when I get back. But please talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna leave that right there actually while I'm taking a break, so you guys can just view it and see where we are currently, and have a little bit of knights below there that we haven't slotted just yet. So BRB, I'll leave the screen up right here. All right, guys, we back. Thank you for waiting. Oh, okay. Let me catch up here real quick. Let's see. Ads have fallen. Yes. Yes. They're the boring faction in my opinion. Yeah, I can agree. Her only bad stat, and it's an important one. It is. It is. So it caps it at B for me. Muma is 4 command range? No, I thought he was 3. I thought he was 3 command range. If he's 4 command range, then that bumps him up for sure. 240 pool to work with. Why is he shoved to the bottom B? If anything, he was at least level 20 of his faction. That isn't Gillian. Yeah, he's level 20. He has heavy story contributions, but I put him lower because he had 3 command range. He has 3, right? I like Brendan and Maximilian. I think Brendan is B tier and Max is bottom A. Okay. Brendan, where you at? B for Brendan. Bottom B. Bottom B. I would put him above these two here. He has like no story contribution whatsoever. Rensei has some, and I think Brendan has 4 command range. So that's a saving grace, but like 0 story contribution. Cool design though. I always joke that he looks like Carl or a bald Carl Urban or me. One of the two. It's me, guys. Maximilian at low A. I agree with that too. Yeah. Like right next to On. No story contribution like at all. You know, a tiny bit when he comes over, but you know, not much. Brendan Lunari. Mua is 4, Matthias is 3. Mua is 4? Really? Well, if that's the case, then he definitely belongs, I would say right there. We good with that? Right underneath Kane? Along with Kate, Darian, and Kane? Yeah, I thought he was 3. Robilio is a decent early game knight, but oh right, I thought that was a play on words like Rubino. No, Robilio is an actual knight in this game. Wait, where is he? Not as strong as Adieu. He could also cross class too though, so there's that. He's in Morelva. This is Sherrod or something like that. This is Robilio right here. Yes. Okay, all right. This is Robilio, yes? This is Tommy. Tommy was really good. I think Tommy, like, sort of goes with the Kane and Mua tier sort of thing, or maybe like above Jazz, or right next to Jazz. I think he belongs right there, maybe. Yeah, Tommy was really cool. Knight is super a reliable class. I'd argue that it's better than some Lord classes. Oh yeah, the Knight class is super solid, especially Paladin. Oh my god. Galivard has high rune power, but you risk losing him if you have him fight Ferric and Will. But you wouldn't do that, right? Galivard is low A for me because he can keep a lot of monsters. Got you. I don't have too much experience with Galivard. In fact, I don't think I ever recruited the guy. But yeah, so we can put him in bottom A, I guess, right next to Maximilian. Maybe go above that because he has more story, right? So yeah, he would just go right here, I guess, maybe. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Carla is one of those knights who surprises me often. She has great survivability and damage at level 13. The only problem is she's recruited when you already have 23 castles. At that point, she usually in my 3rd team solid B tier. Carla? I thought Carla was a starter knight. This girl right here? I thought Carla was a starter knight. 23 castles? Final Quest, what's up? What do you think about making a video about which faction should each unaffiliated knight go to for this game in GE? That's a pretty cool one. I never even considered that, so that, yeah, sounds like a pretty cool time. As an example, I think Seth would go to Guimoule because doesn't he have history in Guimoule, right? Durin, Shinobi Tribe or Main of Saleesia, maybe, but I don't think he has any intentions of going to Main of Saleesia. I think his values are different. Hughes might go to Gustava, I would say. But yeah, that'd be a nice video to do. Yuri would go to Shinobi Tribe, I think. Shiane might go to Morelva. Della. Oh, you're right. Della doesn't join you until way later. You are right. I forgot about that. Do you think she belongs where? You mean Zeon or Bajera? Zeon is 3 command range. I know that for a fact. Bajera, I think Bajera is 4. I do like Bajera's design as well. Plus, she's didn't she leave Shinobi Tribe and then come back? She's originally Shinobi Tribe, I think, right? I like Bajera. I think I would put her maybe with On, Maximilian, like right there. Zeon, not so much. She's okay. She's like a Charlotte for me. I put her like right here. Yeah. Ro is also command 3 range. Decent spell power. Not bad. She contributes a little bit to the story. I would say maybe right there. Yeah, below Rensei. This song is awesome. Love this one. Listen to now? Right, it's the Xenogears soundtrack. She joins once Talia gets her class change. Right. So, does that have to be 23 castles, by the way? You can recruit Bajera as a Shinobi Tribe. Yeah, I know that much, but isn't she restricted to the Shinobi Tribe in the campaign? Or she was, like, originally from the Shinobi Tribe in her bio, right? Robilio. Would you say Robilio belongs? Nowhere. He said he's a decent knight. Not as strong as a Jew. Where does Robilio belong? It's this guy, right? The hand grabby dude? Yeah. His portrait looks like this. Like, just use your imagination. Yeah, she was. Doesn't Ro have a really crappy magic pool, though? Yeah, it's not great. So, she belongs around in here, I would say, maybe. Wait, does she have a crappy magic pool? Yeah, it's not great. Maybe right here? Yeah, she's like even with Zeon, in my opinion. Robilia is on B, really? Okay. You think Robilia belongs here somewhere? He's also not a heavy story contributor, is he? Like low B right here? Also, command range is 3-2, right? Sherrod. I use Sherrod a fair bit. He's a cool character. I'd say he's like in the Euro range. Right there, maybe? A bit above. Pretty sure I saw him in some story bits, but not a lot. Conrad. My boy Conrad. This guy just screams charm, doesn't he? So we got to put Conrad in a high spot. Conrad for me would belong right underneath Pluto. Right here. That's where I think Conrad belongs. He's awesome. Can also be a Spellblade as well. High intelligence on that guy. Guys, we still have a long way to go. We gotta pick this apart. Marcosius is a cool character. Again, not a lot of story contribution. B tier for me. Maybe here? No. Yeah, Sherrod style. Yeah, there we go. It's fine. She starts at 184 at level 8. Oh, does she really? Okay. So Ro deserves to be a little bit higher than. Yeah, I think she belongs here. Patricia, I'm knocking you down. Right there. Yep. A lot of B tier knights, guys. B and A are basically neck and neck right now. Not a lot of C and D's right here. Nope, I can't do this. I got nicked for that last time. For some stupid reason, it was not warranted. The stupid, like, bot accounts got the claim in there or whatever when it's not their song. GU maybe in low A or high B. Good stats and talk shit to Gilliam if they meet up. Would rank her higher, but average rune power. Yeah, I can see low A being it. Plus, the voice actress does a lot for me on GU. Really, really good. Low A. Yeah, I'm good with her being right there. That's fine. Heavy story contribution, though, I must say. Honestly, I like her right there. Yeah, we'll do that. Largo is probably high C, probably B because he doesn't leave Mana Saleesia. Not to be confused with Abyssus Largo, right. That's definitely an S tier knight for sure, man. I hope he turns out to be an S tier knight when we play him. Or ruler. Where the hell is Largo? He's in Morel, but no, he's in Mana Saleesia. You just said that. Yeah, Largo. He's a cool character. He's like a Inigo Montoya. What'd you say? High C tier? Okay. Patricia is command range 4. Oh, is she really? A 140 pull? Yikes, dude. Yeah, she's gonna stay right there. She's gonna stay right there. GU and Mua compliments each other on the battlefield as great casters in the world. You're right. I remember that interaction. Then when each of them meets Gilliam, he puts himself better on both. You're right. I wonder if they, what happens if they all three meet at the same time? Wait, no, that's not possible. Right. That is not possible. In creative mode, sure, but there's no dialogue there. To be fair, quite a few knights talk shit to Gilliam, even Pluto. I know, he deserves it, man. That's why he belongs down here. In fact, he's the top of Meme Lord. He's the top. So how are the knights you can only use in challenge mode? I've never unlocked them yet, like Rudo's dad. Very good question. I don't have a lot of experience with it myself. So like Romanov right here, and also Ray and Aurora, Zawar Beast, all of those. I have like no experience using Aurora or Zawar Beast, and actually no experience using any of those. None. So it's unfortunate, I know. I get that this is the Brigandine channel or whatever, or one of many, right? But, yeah, anyway. Need to remedy that situation. Who else? Let's see. Who else do I like immediately? Malik is a really cool character, too. He's got some story bits, and I think he interacts with a few knights when he gets to be recruited in the nation. Malik is really solid. I like him to be, I think, right with Monica and Jazz, maybe? Tommy? Yeah, like... here? Yeah, I like Malik right there, in my opinion. Patricia has A grade growth at the very least, but she's fine where she is. Yeah, low B. B isn't bad. Like it's on the higher end of things, but yeah. It's a give and take, right? Romanov starts with 360 rune power at level 1. What the fuck? No. That is not correct. No, I believe you. I believe you. I wouldn't know, actually. He starts at 360 at level 1? It's crazy. Does he have 5 command range? I sure hope so, because that's all 6 slots, for sure. Command range 4. Stat buff quest. 200 pull, but is in a meh class. Okay. You agree with him being right here at B or lower? Yeah, you need to have like a strength check, I think, on some nights in order to recruit him. But yeah, he's a solid knight. Not too bad. Chiseler is B tier. Good at the start of the game, but falls off a bit. to late game. Both have story in their respective country. I think he falls near to where Jose is on in the tier list. Okay. Or Jose. So your theme belongs right here, next to Jose. Maybe lower for Malik right here. I don't know where. Like, I'm trying to like put the command range 4 above command range 3. That's just a huge deciding factor, man, because it's really annoying to work around command range 3. You can, but you know, if you're scrapped for mana or whatever, and then you're trying to put like whatever you can on somebody's troop and their command range 3 and using wyverns, like it's terrible. Awful. Romanov has 5 command range. It's Soleil on crack. My god. My god. Isn't Romanov just an S tier knight because of that? From right next to his dad? Or his son? Weird. I don't think he belongs there, you know, because there's little story contribution. He's an important part of it, clearly. But man, those stats are crazy, bro. If anything, I would say maybe right here. That's an S tier knight though. 360 at level 1 with 5 command range? That's stupid. So where in a tier would Shu Fen go? Very good question. I did use Shu Fen quite a bit. Maybe next to Iona? Like right here? Above Iona? A lot of, you know, cross-class opportunity for Shu Fen. Because she comes in at like what? Level 6 maybe, right? Or 5? Carla, Shuna, High, B. Slightly behind Mua. They are both command 4. Okay. I do like Carla a lot. I used her for the entire playthrough. Carla, you said what? Behind Mua? Like right here? I think I definitely agree with that one. Yeah. This is good. And Shuna. The same. I know they don't, like, Carla didn't have a lot of story bits, I don't think. Neither did Shuna. I'm trying to make an excuse for Alcin to be above this. I think Alcin deserved to be above this because he was a heavy contributor to the Gustava storyline or whatever. So yeah, he's right next to Mua for me. Like, they can just interchange, it doesn't matter really. Romanov and Ray in the plot device tier. We're gonna put a plot device tier in here. Oh man, I guess they're considered like cheating knights, right? Because what's Ray's stats at level 1? I guess that's why you unlock Romanov in challenge mode. Yeah, hands down for sure. That's why. We just do a cheat tier on the top. Shu Fen and Bale were worth training and ended up with a decent magic pool at the end of it. Yeah, they're worthwhile for sure. They make good project knights. Absolutely. Wait, where was she? Shu Fen. Right. She's in A tier? No, she's in B tier right now. There's too many in B tier, man. There's way too many. I can see Bale being right here next to Shuna. Not Shuna, Shu Fen. Good place for Shuna. Great stats and growth, but Della and exists. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Anne doesn't come with good magic pool, though. Does she not? That's unfortunate. You think she belongs below Bajera and Maximilian? Or even in B tier? This B tier is becoming way too populated, man. Way too populated. I'm gonna do something like this. Don't at me. I'm not sure about Robilio either. Like that. I never used Robilio, I don't think. I don't recall. Yeah. I'm not making an excuse just to like fill out the C tier more. I'm just considering the command range and also what we're talking about story-wise, all that kind of thing, right? In fact, if they're command range 3 and don't contribute heavily to the story, That's maximum C tier for me, honestly. If I'm to be clear. Yeah. Brendan, you're command range 4. I know that for a fact. You're up here. They have tiny contributions to the story, maybe. Mixing magic pool with MP. Romanov starts with 360 MP and 226. I was mixing that, yes. I was thinking, Lou, you were saying he started with 360 rune power. So it's 360 MP and 226 magic pool. But he has command range at level 1. Right. So it's still insane. It's still quite crazy. But yeah, I was mixing that up. You are correct. If we're doing a cheat tier, then we automatically put Aurora in there. Yeah, and Zorar Illusion too, even though the tier list didn't put it in. Yeah. Let's make a cheat tier. Those knights deserve their own tier list. You can order them if you like, but cheaters. Oh shit. I put that in S tier. Whoops. I forgot to add. Hang on. What color was that? Shit. It doesn't matter. Light blue, my color. There you go, for S tier. Add a row above. There we go. Cheaters. I can't see the text if it's black, so we're gonna go for that, I guess. Why was this added? Oh crap. Never mind. God damn it. This site makes me feel so stupid. Cheaters belong here. And cheaters are all red. We know this, right? Yeah. There we go. Okay. Get over here. Boom. And Ray. I guess we're going below Romanov right there. I have no idea about their stats, guys. Aurora for sure I would say is the top of this thing. And then maybe she's even above Zorar Beast. I have no idea. But Zorar Beast can hang by himself. Let's be clear. Ray has command range of 4. Magic pool of 186 level 1 with a B grade growth. She's no Romanov. I see. So she belongs right there then. Still a cheater. I find it hard to justify using command 3 units. Same. This is why they're lower on the tier list. Like, if there's any command range 3 in the B tier list, I don't think they belong there, honestly. So, we're just going to do this. Like that. Just to divvy it up a little bit more and thin out the B tier. The only excuse I give for like a tier, like a command range of 3 is if they contribute heavily to the story and are also a decent knight, like Alcin, right here. Now you know why Rudo needs to deal with his dad. Yeah, because he's so powerful, bro. So powerful. Ray starts with 77 agility, level 1. Man range 65 strength, 60 intelligence. D growth rate and B growth, I see. But compare them with Rudo at level 1. Yeah, that's the thing to do too. But regardless. We have a lot more to get to, man. A lot more. What are we thinking about Yuri? My girl Yuri right here. I think Yuri is a low S tier or high A tier knight. If I were to put her anywhere, it would be maybe like right above Sugar. To be fair, she's an S tier knight for me, but that's me being biased. She doesn't contribute a lot to the story. So right above Sugar, maybe. What do we think about Yuri? I'll give you guys one more to talk about too. How about Seth? Seth has a backstory in Guimoule and is a decent knight. I don't remember if he's command range 3 or not, but potentially he belongs right there on top of C if he is command range 3. I can't put command range 3 above C, guys. Can't do it. Couple exceptions. I don't remember his backstory either on Guimoule. He left for some reason. Zero Rune Power, Roar, and Zorar Illusion are very cracked by themselves. Yeah. Aurora has 700 HP at level 1, which tracks because she can't have any monsters. Yeah, she belongs at the top of the cheaters category. All right, while you guys think about those two, let me get one more going. Lorenzo doesn't belong in Meme Lord, does he? I wouldn't say so. What's his thing? Like a comedian? No. He's got something about him that's specific. I don't recall. Shinjuar. Seth has command range of 3. Ugh. Ugh. It's a cool aesthetic too, and a decent backstory, but can't do it, man. Right, he's a professor. That's correct. That is correct. Where does he belong? Lorenzo I used quite a bit too in my Morroa playthrough. One right next to Tommy, maybe? Do we like him right here? Next to Tommy? That one hippie professor. Archer's a very good range class. They are accurate. Doesn't choke up front line. Doesn't use MP to apply damage without retaliation. Has lots of targeting options compared to melee. Yeah, that's good enough for me. I think Yuri belongs right there. I don't hear any arguments. Lorenzo has no story relevance, I don't think. Lorenzo is... Wait, no. Well, he's had some dialogue before, hasn't he? Like, he's contributed somewhat to the story. I've seen him in scenes, I know that much for sure. Yuri is great. Archers are a fun class to play, and she has a great magic pool. I did use her quite a bit. She's awesome. Diana is command range 4. Okay. Diana. I also used her quite a bit. Yes. Like right next to Kate. However, I think she belongs next to Jazz. Right underneath, maybe? Something like that. I think similar placing to Marcosius. Like right here. I'm also cool with this too. We're getting very populated right now, so we're nearing the end. Sniper also has that physical Geno Thunder move. Oh, you're right, the Rain of Arrows, yeah. Diana's great. I feel like Kate is better. I agree. The cool thing about Diana is that she's the knight that you recruit once you conquer guimoule. Yeah, you're right. She does join you. I forgot about that. She does. Oh, man. A lot to get through. I did use this guy a lot. I forget his name. Doesn't it start with an A? Pretty sure. What's this guy's name right here? Saleesia. Sophie is a low A tier. It's a high B tier because of her intelligence gains. Sophie is here. Okay. I don't catch her in the story a lot. I can't put her above Kate. Put her right here above Carla. Like that. Avril, right. Yes, Avril Lavigne. Where does he go? Is he command range 3? He's a swordsman too, right? The only swordsman in Mana Saleesia besides Swordsmaster Gilliam. Where does he go? Her magic pool leaves you wanting more though. Oh, you mean Diana? She's such a ditz, right? Good Project Knight. Yeah. I remember building her very well. Shinobi and guimoule got their knights cleared. Wait, what? Shinobi and guimoule got their knights cleared. Oh, you mean from the list? Yeah. You're right. If we do one more, what's this guy's name? He wasn't that great, was he? I forget this guy's name. He looks like he belongs in Mana Saleesia. Avril's command range is 3. Ugh. I do like him though. And put the sword masters together right next to Seth. I don't know about his other stats at all. I hate that the Zenith is so low. I know we don't like him too much, but like the aesthetic and the backstory, isn't that enough to bump him up to like high C tier? Doesn't he just stay here? Like, you're not getting above C, my guy, but you're on the top. Avenir, right. So I don't know anything about this guy whatsoever. No stats, no class. I'm assuming it's a bishop, but no backstory. Nothing. I have zero information on this guy. They're clear favorites, yeah. Avril is like Patricia in the sense that he has great stats except for his command range. I see. So he belongs around there then. I really wanted to like Avenir, but I don't remember being wowed by his stats. He's a corrupt bishop. A corrupt bishop? He looks like one. Where are we thinking then? Does he belong in C tier? Low C tier? Somewhere next to Charlotte? Right here? Faye? I know where Alan is. He's right here. Alan would be C tier because he also has 3 command range. Okay. I used Alan a bit. It wasn't much though. He eventually became a quest knight, I think. So yeah, we'll do low C for Alan. Yeah. I don't have really that big of an opinion. This is Jaden, right? Jaden is a really good knight. Yes, and he sticks around, I think. I'm pretty sure. I know this guy leaves. This is Franco, right? And Titania and Aisha. Samarius is also physically strong, but low root power and also command 3, right? Also did use her a fair bit in the beginning. High C tier. I used her quite a bit. She was decent. Let's go here. Avenir is C tier, command range 3. Let's put him at the bottom, next to Alan. From above Alan, I guess. At least he can pop a heal. Just one. Zenith is command range 4 and 200 plus pull to work with. If anything, he is worth a ton of CP too. He is command range 4. I thought he was 3. I'll be very honest. He's command range 4. My opinion has changed if that's the case. And the question is, who is the high C tier knight? If he's command range 4, then he definitely deserves to be in B. Ivan also is command range 3. Is he really? I thought Ivan was command range 4. I used him quite a bit in the beginning. You have your Switch with you right now? Okay, great. If you have it on hand, that helps a ton. All right, so Zenith is command range 4. I gotta put him in B tier, guys. The question is, where does he belong? I know it's annoying to recruit him, but he's the special knight, right? He's the Helrado or the Aldous or whatever. I'm thinking right there, right next to Alcin. Yeah, somewhere around there. Full backstory, like the biggest backstory, in fact. And then command range 4. Samarius would be high D tier or low C tier for me. 3 command range and low magic pull. Rune power means you're limited strategically what you can do during your turn. I see. Okay. Yeah, we can put her there. That's fine. I'm not married to Samarius. Like, she's a cool looking knight. I like the aesthetic, but if she's that gimped right there, then high D tier makes sense to me. I would also put Lucia in D tier for having the same problems as Samarius. Lucia. Lucia is who again? No. I don't remember who Lucia is in this. Is it her? No. I'm not sure, actually. Pirate lady that's not Radka? Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah. What'd you say? In D tier for having the same problems as Samarius. Okay. Now we put her above Samarius because of Booba. That's fine. Walden, Ivan has command range of 4. Yeah, I thought so. Ivan is a very solid knight. And look at this dapper looking young fellow. Like, very charming. Where do we put him? He's in B for sure. I think he goes next to Kane, maybe. Yeah, he's got dialogue with Sylvie quite a bit. I think maybe Null as well. We gotta get going, guys. Still a decent amount down here. We're close though. Hugo. This is Hugo, right? Hugo where? Hugo there. Me more because fat and ale. Yeah, me more because fat and ale. I don't know. Like, he didn't have a lot of dialogue anyway. Vigo. Right, Vigo. I don't know where he goes, honestly. I'll put him at the bottom of Mean Lords for right now. Radka. I want to get Morelva done, guys. Radka is a really good project knight. She belongs probably with Yura. Right there. Potentially. Or is she more like a Raish project knight? Like belonging up in here in A tier. She has that room to grow. If we're gonna put like non-story based characters that have room to grow in A tier, wouldn't she belong there? Low A? Okay, so I'm sort of right there maybe. Mean because of that Sekirei joke years ago. Sekirei joke? What do you mean? I know the anime, but like, what's the Sekirei joke? Yes, the music is from Xenogears. It's from a remix channel called Game Wave. So, really cool. Cyrus has 4 command range and 205 magic pool. Grappler has decent move speed. Oh, Cyrus right here? I thought he had 3. Okay, I can put him up. He also leaves though, doesn't he? Yeah, he leaves the campaign. That I couldn't stand. Like, I built my shit and then they left. That was really annoying. I think, isn't just it like an automatic bottom C or D tier knight in the campaign because they leave? Yeah, he's a turncoat. So are you. Who else turns coat? Jaden doesn't leave, does he? I think Jaden stays. Jaden is a really good knight. If I were to put Jaden anywhere, it'd be an A somewhere. Probably along with Ginger and Pluto. Yeah, he's gonna go here for me. Right next to Conrad. Jack's pretty decent as a project knight and 4 command range, probably somewhere in between. Yeah, so Jack, I was thinking goes to B tier somewhere. Maybe right next to Shu Fen. Yeah, like right there. I can see that happening. I'm having a hard time recalling it, but it had something to do with Vigo doing a crit after you mentioned Sekirei. I have no idea, man, so your memory must be way better than mine. That sounds like a very specific situation. Celine was a turncoat until Emma slapped the shit out of her and told her to lock in. Yeah, I remember. So we got her back, so I'm not going to move her. Finral has abnormally high agility for a priest class. That's right. That's right. Has very low MP and not that good rune power, though. Yeah, Finral is like... Yeah, he became a quest knight pretty quickly. Are we thinking like right there? Somewhere weird like that? Yeah. The way Finral would be a great ranger. I know. I think I actually did try to cross-class him because of his high agility stat. But I ended up just not using him that much. Titania is command range 3. Is she really? I thought it was 4. Gosh. And like not a big heavy story contributor either. Well, she goes there, I guess. Aisha does 4. Yeah, I used Aisha a lot more. Aisha probably would go where Brendan is. Yeah, I suppose. Katri is command range 4. This is Katri, right? The last one of Morello right here. She's a cool looking knight. I like her aesthetic for sure. And I did use her quite a bit. What does she start at? Is she an archer? Leonora isn't that good from what I remember. I think she is command range. Wait, no, she's 4. I use Leonora a decent amount. I think she's on the lower intelligence end, but she's okay. I'd say C tier for her. Maybe next to Largo, like right there. I do remember using Gaspar a lot, but that's because I didn't have knights to work with that much. But I used him quite a bit in the beginning. He's pretty decent. C tier knight. Probably above Avril right here for me. Katri starts at level 11. Yeah, and she's an archer. Aisha Moggs Titania with that command range. Yeah. You're right. Where's Kyle? Wait, Kyle's command range 3? Okay. Ooh, man. I thought he was 4. I thought Kyle had a command range 4. You got your switch with you, so you're confirming. Oh no. Sucks. I don't want to bring him down from S, dude. I love Kyle. He's so cool. He's mysterious too. You just don't know shit about him. Super powerful knight. Okay. If that's the case, top A. Low S. I think top A. Command range 3 does a lot for me when it comes to negativity. It really pulls them down, man. It truly does. I've already got like a command range 3 at B, and the fact I got one at A right now, top A, by the way, is saying something. So I think top A might be as far as I can put him, as much as I love his character. Super tainted to make up for his poor command range and rune power. This is true. You command range 3 that I care, yeah. And you can of course mitigate it, but you know, it matters for a decent amount of the campaign. Deserves his spot. He could hard carry early game on his own. Okay, he's going back up then. Low S. Low S. My S tier choice would be Pikachu. Not on the list, unless you want to turn one of these into Pikachu. Like this guy right here looks like a good candidate. Doesn't this look like a Pokemon trainer right here? Do we have an Ash in this game? There's no Ashes in this game. Sorry. Theodora is low C or high D. She's in a great class line, but her command range is 3. Also, why would you use her and not Elena, who has higher stats despite being lower level? Exactly. I used her a decent amount in the first start of the campaign, but yeah. Let's put her right there. Yeah, Faye's just way too strong. He can one-shot you. In real life, I mean. Just punch you straight in the face. Knock you out. This is one messed up bell curve distribution. I think we're doing okay. Seems pretty decent to me. This seems like a bigger list than Green Edition now that I'm looking at it. It's kind of nuts. He has stupid high intelligence, like 100. Oh, Kyle, you're right. Kyle does have that, doesn't he? I forgot about that. With how tanky he is, Kyle doesn't need any monsters. I once fought a Mana Saleesia team with Rudo, Emma, and Kyle, with Kyle having 0 monsters, and I got my ass beat before they finally retreated. Wow. So he carried. He hard carried, huh? E plus Rudo can clear maps without any monsters. Yeah. So, you know how you start with a certain amount of knights in Mana Saleesia and you defend a certain amount of fronts, right? Like, Rudo and Kyle are meant to like defend a castle together, right? And also attack, by the way. But yeah, you're left with like a castle that has to have 2 knights. I don't think I put Kyle and Ruto together because I didn't know they were that powerful. But yes, they belong together at the start of the game. It's like a vertical column. I know. There's a lot here, bro. I feel like B tier should be the biggest because it tells you that you could use almost any character and still walk away with someone decent. Yeah, that makes good sense. I agree. Kyle with Zora's tier was surprisingly fun. What does that do again? It eliminates your command range, but it increases your stats like crazy. Isn't that what that is? I'm a fan of Ruto plus Kyle and Monica. That's a good team right there for sure. Two badasses, and then you have Monica and a team of pixies buffing them. Yeah. That's scary shit. I would not want to fight that. Last Norzalio night, Ariana. I used her a decent amount in the beginning, I must say. But again, command range 3. I don't know how her stats scale though. Like I think I got her into Royal Guard. I'm pretty sure. Like this should belong top C with Seth right there, maybe. It gives double action at the expense of no rune power. Wait. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh my god. That is crazy. That's scary. Very scary. Kyle's immediate impact is way higher than most of the S Knights in my opinion. You're right. He has huge impact. Okay. We're talking up Kyle quite a bit here. If he can solo stuff pretty easily, then we're gonna put him back where I got him from. Yeah, he's just gonna stay right there. He's gonna stay right there. Ads in 5 minutes, guys. Okay. Catchery. Really good knight from what I remember. High B tier. I want to say right next to Kate. Yeah, I like her right here. I think she belongs right there. His high intelligence enables him to tank magic. Yeah, it's quite impressive. He doesn't need the growth or potential to show you what it means to be legit. I know, it's as if like someone already, you know, made him a project knight and grew him from level 1. Which makes him very hard to kill, exactly. All the homies love Kyle. I know. He's the GOAT, man. He's the GOAT. Okay, where are we putting the husband and wife? Right there. Huh? They're going together no matter what, I guess. Aren't they like high B tier knights? Amelia and Augustus? I guess I can put you maybe here. Are we in agreement with this? Augustus and Amelia? Right there. There's so many knights here. My god. Who else do I want to put down? This is Hugo, right? Is he 3? Rune power? I'm pretty sure. Or rune command range? Pretty sure. I know Xiane is 3 range. For sure. We just put her right next to Seth. She's okay. Or below Gaspar, whatever. I think also Tilda is command range 3. Hughes, yeah, sorry, Hughes. There's no Hugo in this game. Augustus is a decent mage in my opinion. Low B for him. Amelia has surprisingly high strength as a cleric, so you could do something with that. Huh, like archer class? Okay, or dancer class? Yeah, dancer healer combo. That's pretty cool. Amelia should be around Marcosius area, unless you change her into offensive class. The fact that you can do that though should contribute to her ranking. So Augustus lower, Amelia higher. I guess Amelia can be up here somewhere. And Augustus like right there. Yeah, that's fine. You said Marcosius area though, right? Yeah, that's fine too. That's fine too. Sure. Uses 3. I kind of figured. So he belongs in C tier then. Where is he going? You can build him though. Maybe he goes top of C tier. Does he scale well? He has decent growth, doesn't he? The only real problem with Amelia is that you need Augustus to get her. So if you don't get him, you don't get her. Yeah, sure. But I'm not going to really hold that against him too much because it's how the knight functions by themselves and like the questing thing. The only exception I would say is Dezennis. But, you know, other than that, not a big deal. Otherwise, Will would be lower, I think. Lionel seems like a good project knight. Yeah, he is. He's definitely a great project knight. I would say next to Sophie, right below Sophie, maybe. He's one of those because he starts at level 1, right? Remember the East versus West playthrough? Amelia hit your ass. Yes, that's right. It was her, wasn't she? It was crazy. That damage was insane. Yeah. Didn't even put that together. Grados is actually a lousier version of Kyle. He's command range 3. I can't notice this enough. Yeah, I know. He's a meme lord because of the sneeze, right? We just always remember him for the sneezes in front of women. And it's just like, come on, bro. What are you doing? Get it together. Even though creative mode has different stats, Amelia's stats are still probably parallel strength-wise. Yeah, it definitely showed. That's for sure. She hit me pretty hard. Lionel comes with poor agility and intelligence. Okay. The intelligence is fine, but like, if it's poor agility, that's pretty bad. I thought he came with high agility though. So you would think he was a C tier knight then? Never use the rest, so I'll be no help now. Nah, you're all good. No worries. Alejandro is also 3 command range, I believe. He's okay. I put him with Hughes, I guess. Right here, maybe. Durin was really good, right? B tier knight. Isn't he 4 command range and a decent mage at the start or bishop? He doesn't sneeze with Stella, so I guess Stella is not a woman. I guess not. I guess not. Graphics would care to differ though. Durius, yes, sorry. Durius is not good, probably D tier. Really? Okay. To be fair, I haven't really used him, so you think he belongs in D tier? Like right here, maybe? Depends on where you think he belongs, above or below. Can you wave attack in 1 turn Runersia? Let's say you border a place on 3 sides. Yes, you can. Does the first fight trigger all the knights attacking you? Just choose which 3 to use? Yes, you are correct. It wouldn't be 3 separate battles. No, it works the same way as the old game. Home. Although I don't know if like the combat power combines together when you attack from 3 different sides. Like whoever has the most combat power at one castle will get the invasion turnover, right? So, or priority, yeah, invasion priority. Hilda, I didn't use much whatsoever. D tier knight, right there, and Kara, decent bard, bottom C with Alan. Did we do it? Are we good with this, or is there any other adjustments we need to make? You can tell me. I'm all ears. I'm all ears. I don't remember ever using Durius that much, but experiences differ, I suppose. Sure. Is 61 agility at level 1 bad? No, I wouldn't say so at all. I wouldn't say so at all. Who starts at 61 agility at level 1? Lionel? Putting Samarius in D tier is insanely disrespectful. I would say so too. Like, I used her quite a bit, but they're telling me that she just doesn't build well. She just doesn't have good stats at the beginning. Also, what's up, Boogie? Good to see you, man. I didn't like putting Samarius in D tier, but her command range and low magic pool did that to her. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, if anything, you'd put her like on the top. Like, I just like the aesthetic too. Like, she's a cool looking knight, but we can't give her that much more if her stats don't really match up. Plus, like, there's no story bits hardly at all. Lionel, yeah, so agility at 61 level 1 is good. Like, I don't see why we're complaining about agility. Where is he? Yeah, he's right here. I think he belongs right there, right? You think he belongs lower than right there? Modesta should be that high in A. Modesta's at the top of A right now. Whichever has the highest total combat power gets to invade first. So even if you're attacking from 3 different sides, it adds that up. Modesta having decent agility and access to paralyze as a clear it class is enough to put her on A tier, I think. Yeah, 100%. I agree. Like, I still use Samarius because I like the character, but it's an opportunity cost. I could be using a cross-trained Sylvie instead. Yeah, fair enough. And to be fair, I did use her a decent amount in the beginning, but then again, you're limited, right? Until you recruit other people. So Mua shouldn't be at B? For what reason? Because of, like, wait, for what reason? Whichever base has the highest combat power will get to invade, but if another base is invading, will come along as well. I see. Okay. Oh my god. Mikey boy, what's up, dude? Are you really doing a tier list right now? Yes, I am. I did one last Tuesday, actually. Or this past Tuesday. Brigandine Grand Edition, the old one that you tried out. But this is the 2021. But we're basically done. We've got everything there. So everything's placed, but now we're discussing like how to order all of these knights right now. But shouldn't be too much longer, I don't think. Okay, so it doesn't matter then, Lou, if you're attacking from all 3 sides. It does not add up that combat power then. It's from a single castle. That's what my question was right there. I'm taking a hard look at this right now, man. Hard look at this. You're saying Yuki is here in S tier because he comes along with the Titan and also has good room for growth? Yeah, okay. Can't wait for the Abyss tier list. That's going to be next year for sure, man. I can't wait either. That's going to be fun. So, hell, I'll even make it if I have to. But I'm hoping someone else does, so I can just search it and just go. But if I have to make it, I'll make it. What's meme tier mean? So it means like comedic value, right? Do we remember these characters for certain things? For Gilliam, he's a meme lord because he doesn't make sense, right? His stats don't make sense for what he is. Guinea is a meme lord because he's an emote of mine. He's also very comedic within Morelva. Hazarov and Coco are just a meme couple together in Gustav or Gustava. Grados is a meme character because he sneezes in front of women, and I have no idea why Vigo is a meme character. But no, if you want to put him in certain tiers, we can. I don't really care. But yeah, if you officially think they belong in a certain spot, then I have no problem putting them there. They're like the go-to units for guimoule at the start. Wait, which ones? For guimoule at the start? Oh, you mean Muba? Muwa and who else though are you talking about? So you want Muwa in A? And like next to Matthias or something like that? If that's the case, like I don't see Muwa above Kate. I can see him above Darian and then Katri maybe. Because if you're saying his command range is 4, it can be higher. To Meteor right away? No. He's a wizard. They don't get Meteor Doom. Right? Abyss tier list is gonna take 2 streams, maybe more than that, dude. I feel like we're gonna have a lot more knights than what we're seeing right here. A lot more. In fact, hang on. Real quick. Real quick. Already, from the amount of factions that you have, times the 3 characters that are featured on the website, you're already looking at 72 knights that are on the website right now. That includes no extra knights inside any of the factions. That's like, what, 80% of this tier list right here with just what's on the website right now. 3 classes or 3 characters each for 24 factions. It's going to be very large. Very, very large. Muwa is pretty strong, especially at the beginning, where Exoblast usually deals massive damage against blue element. Right. No, it's green. It's green. They perform quite similarly to Conrad, no? Oh, you mean Muwa? Yeah, I can see that. Wait, where did I put Conrad? Up here? So you think Muwa belongs right here? If that's the case, man. Guys, I think Kate belongs higher than this. I don't see Kate being right here. Matthias? Yes, he's a very powerful mage. Maybe even the most powerful mage in the game. Which definitely deserves him A tier at command range 3. I know he's command range 3. I remember that vividly. But I think Kate deserves to be higher. Maybe even Darian, but definitely Kate, right? Hell, I would put Kate right there. A list of classes for Abyss yet? Not a full one, I don't think. I don't think there's a document either in Abyss Scrolls in Discord, but we'll get one. Don't worry. Once we get the demo in our hands, we'll have a lot more info. Green Exoblast new screen. Yeah, you're right. Did I just hear that right? Grotto is weird because he only sneezes in front of women, or no. You're correct. This guy right here, Grottos. This guy sneezes in front of beautiful women. You just can't talk to him, man. He just constantly gets, you know, nervous and just sneezes in front of women. It's quite strange. That doesn't include any quest knights. No, you're right. Also, with generic knights coming, we could also do a tier list on classes. Yeah, we could. That'd be nice. See how they grow and see what their evolutionary track is like. Brian, welcome in. Ferric should at least be at C tier because he can recruit Will and make Galavar betray his current nation and join your nation. You know what? I will put Ferric at the top of D tier because I just don't use him. Like, if I don't use the knight, that's like automatic D tier for me. At best, I can put him at top of D tier. I get that he's important to recruit Will and Galavar. Top D or bottom C. One of the two. You know what? I'll do bottom C. I'll do bottom C. There you go. Plus, he does make sort of an interesting cross-class mechanic because he's a fighter with high intelligence. It's very strange, but low MP. It makes no sense. Muwa, Conrad, Kate, Darius are all similar. Muwa, Conrad, Kate, and Darius. What about Kane? If you put Darius right here, I agree. I love Darius. Grottos has the unusual allergy to beautiful women, but since beauty is in the eye of the beholder, then Grottos probably has a placebo psychological trauma with what he thinks are pretty girls. So explain why he didn't sneeze in front of Stella. You should see his battle dialogue against Eliza. Oh, I've seen it. I've seen it. He sneezed. She was asking if he was okay. Like, why are we fighting? The annoying part is that Ferric needs to get knocked out in battle in order to make that happen. Yeah, so that's a detriment right there. I think they should be rated at least from level 10 to 11 onwards, because let's face it, you'd be sending them on experience quests anyway, or they won't be performing at similar levels compared to some other classes. You think they should be rated at least from 10 to 11 onward? But that who should be rated from 10 to 11? Like all the knights in particular from 10 to 11? I wonder if they'll still have the Mana Miracle monsters, the one with blue stars. And if they do, will it carry over to the knights you can hire? I'd say there's a good chance for it, maybe. I'm hoping that we only get like rolls of positive benefits and not negatives, because man, it was so annoying like wasting mana with monsters summoned with low stats. Like I hated seeing like all red. Like I don't want to use you. I'm just gonna delete you. So yeah, I'm hoping that we get like random rolls, but it's all positive effects. Maybe like, okay, this monster gets 5 different stats that have rolled, you know, positive effects. Oh, this monster only got 2, but you can still use it. It's still positive. Stuff like that. We are basing this tier list based on the story campaign, so how useful they are in general, plus story significance, appearance, etc. Right, exactly. It's the whole package, man. So consider the knight as the whole package. Story, growth, fun to play, aesthetic, all of it. All of it. Okay, are we still in discussion about any reordering here? Are we okay with the meme lords down here? We're okay with the cheaters, I would assume. Kyle has retained his spot up here. Is there anything else that you guys can pick out that you would change? I'm looking myself right now. Try to keep them on the screen as much as I can. There we go. That's all of it. Right there. Minus the cheaters on the top. The B tier is the hardest for me. It looks pretty good though, I think. Hughes is the rogue? Yes, yes. Well, also Lionel is too, but Hughes, like, he has command range 3, right? And he has worse stats than Lionel. So, I didn't really use Hughes that much. Is Alejandro a command range 4 ranger? Really? I thought he was 3. In that case, he's going right next to Sharad. I think. Do you agree? Honestly, if it weren't for Grotto's allergies, he'd be at A, but so far for me, the tier list looks fine. Yeah. It's kind of hard for me to keep Grottos as a meme lord. Like, he really isn't a meme lord. He's a very important character to the story, and really all of these characters are, with the exception of Vigo. But yeah. So for Grottos, I'm going to take him out of here. Because I did use him, like, almost the entire playthrough. For Grottos, my boy. Right here. What do you guys think? Maybe one step below Yuri. Yeah. I'm a Yuri main. Yeah, 200 plus pool to work with. Yeah. So he's like the equivalent to Mua or, you know, Darian or something like that. Darius, sorry. Forget these names, man. Oh, Alejandro has 200 plus to work with. He did become a slight threat that one time in my old playthrough. Yeah. He can be a threat early on for sure. Like, you don't want to really attack him. No, not nearly as scary as Kyle. No way. No way. I think Grottos has a higher impact on Norzalio than any of the 4 guimoule knights. I agree. Heavily, actually. In fact, like, he's the one that you think about when you think about, like, the advisors of all the countries. You think about Grottos, right? Okay. Any other changes, guys? Or are we cool with this right here? Pretty sure that sums it up. I don't see anything that really sticks out. If anything, what I'm looking at right now, I would put Shizzler higher. Just for story purposes, like right next to Tommy, maybe. Yose has heavy story influence as well, but if we're talking about like the full package. Do you think Shizzler and Jose belong where they are right now? Move Grottos higher. Okay. You're thinking he belongs like above all of these guys then, right? Like top A? I don't think I can put him above Medessa, man. Medessa's just so good. She's so good. He would go above Ginger for me, I think. Maybe. Yeah, but I don't think he goes above Medessa. He deserves S. He carries Norzalia for some time. S, huh? Okay. You guys agree with Grottos being S rank for the whole package, not just stats. He does carry. You are right. You are right. Medessa is that good. Yes, she's crazy. She deserves S in my opinion. I'm only keeping her on top A because we have so many S's right now, but we have so many A's too. In fact, I would put Medessa above Della, in my opinion. She's not just a healer, you can cross-class her. She's got room to grow. S for sneeze, baby. Healing, Holy Word, and Paralyze is too good to pass up. You're right. She's the only healer in the game that comes with Paralyze, which is weird. But it's useful. I've used it before. She deserves S, in my opinion. If we're gonna put Grottos in S, Medessa's going in S too. But even crossing Medessa, her offensive stats are not very good. The intelligence is high for Medessa. Shinobi magic is probably why she has Paralyze and Della has Cure. Whatever that is. Yeah, specific stuff right there. No, like Medessa has what? She has command range 5, right? She has high magic pool. She has pretty good intelligence. I wouldn't say the highest intelligence, but it's not bad by any means. Otherwise, she'd be in B tier. But I used her for the entire playthrough. In fact, I think I separated her and Talia. Like, Talia led a team, and then Medessa led a team because she's capable of doing that. I feel like it's okay for Medessa to not have the best offense because she's a utility unit first and foremost. Sure. She also has decent agility from what I recall. Her physical stats and low evasion make her drop in 2 to 3 hits. Okay, so I'm hearing two different things now. So people are saying she has high agility, and now you're saying she has low agility. I don't know which one to believe. But if you're a smart player, you won't put her in the front line. So there's many ways for her to not get hit. Many other things will be getting hit before she gets hit. Unless like a bunch of centaurs are coming at you, I guess. She should be healing and no paralyzing, or paralyzing. Yeah, sure, but if you don't have to heal, then you need some offense. Otherwise, she's just a sitting duck and doing nothing. I guess paralyzing, but you know, sometimes that can miss. It's not always the viable option. If she's got some offense, then she's going to hit hard. Paralyze can be a threat if cast by a high intelligence caster. Exactly. So, which she is. I don't remember what level she starts with, but isn't it below 15, right? It's like 10, maybe 12. We think Grottos goes to... So yeah, if Grottos goes to S, Medessa has to go S, man. She starts 15. That's the sweet spot. You see, you can immediately cross-class her to an Enchantress and get offensive spells. Right there. Why would you not? Just don't cast Paralyze on 5 of the 6 rulers or golems and you'll be good. Right. You restart Shinobi a lot? Why? Why is that? Or you mean like you play their campaign a lot? Or you like restart in the middle or something like that? Are we doing this, guys? Hard carry for Norzalio. Keep in mind, this is the highest Norzalio knight we have on this list. Rubino is below all of these. Right here. The dude with a Brigandine. One of the faces of the on the cover. Shinobi has lots of cross-class units to mess with. Yeah, you're right, you're right. So, which I heavily appreciate. If we're doing this, I would do this. You can even make an argument that Growlithe goes higher because he's like the advisor that you think about, right? He's a hard carry. I would even put him above here. At some point, we have to consider like balanced stats and growth, cross-classing, all of that, which he can't do any of, right? But him being a hard carry in the beginning, hard carries him on this list. Tim, if I remember correctly, has that specific anti-dimension spell. I can easily pick any ally unit and put it beside him. Yes. That's when he gets his class up, though, I think. Only he has that from what I remember. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. I think it's like, oh gosh. Rally? No. It's something with an I, I think. I think it starts with an I. I can't remember. Eliza gets the Sword of Moulange, which she cannot equip. So that's another disadvantage depending on your style. Right. But doesn't she get to equip it later? Like after she gets her class up? Maybe? Oh man. That's the full scope right there, guys. What are we thinking? Are we happy with the changes that we just made? Are we good with those S tier knights? Do you think anybody belongs higher or lower? Right now we're fighting for like knights that belong higher. I think, bro, explain to me why Kane, Katri, even Ivan and Alcin are top B when Maximilian, Bajera, On are right here. That doesn't really make sense to me. I feel like Kane should be next to Darius again. Same with Katri. Alcin is a great character. He's almost Grottos worthy. Like, when you think of the advisors, he's like the second one you think of. I'm not sure I'm in agreement with these four being top B right here. She gets the sword early, but it can upgrade later. Right. Talia is a hybrid Lancer / healer, and Rubino is blue. God. He's just a blue boy. Just a blue boy. And I had to wear Norzalio colors today, huh? Didn't do it on purpose. I should have wore black to represent my boy Tim. Jose should be in the league of top B. Jose in top B, huh? I do like his character quite a bit, and he contributes a lot to the story. He deserves to be above Dezenis, I think. Maybe it's like that. The same thing with Shizzler, man. In my opinion, Shizzler belongs right there. I would say. Because now we're getting to the story bits too, and thinking how much they contribute, which is quite a lot. It's unfortunate that the majority of these characters do not contribute like at all to the story. It is what it is. But yeah. That's making some deciding factors here at the end. Shizzler's list. Katri should stay on B. I agree with the rest for story relevance. Okay. I can agree with B there on Katri. So Kane, Ivan, and also Alcin for story relations there. We have only 2 Gustavo Knights in S tier. Yeah, for me, Al Sin, I really liked his character. Really liked his character. And he was also a hard carry, just like Grados was for Norzalio. I think he belongs right there, guys. That's my opinion right there. Al Sin, right next to Grados. For Ivan, not an S tier knight, but he's like next to Emma, maybe? Maybe Elena? I think he's... Oh gosh, this makes me want to put Sin higher. Sin belongs in this group right here. Yeah, Sin belongs higher, man. You kidding me? He's just like right there, or top A even. Like Ginger is very powerful. Let's be clear. These mages are goated. Ginger and Pluto. But Sin belongs higher. Al Sin can upgrade to champion early if you play your cards right. I thought he started as champion, level 20, right? A lot in this list doesn't make sense to me because I prefer knights with high rune growth. But in terms if they are relevant to the story, I don't usually look at that. Yeah, fair enough. And also, to be fair, I don't remember a ton of story contributions of a lot of these knights, but certain ones I do, and a lot of people in chat do. So if we're trying to go for the full package, then, you know, we're trying to order that accordingly, right? Also, it's not just rune growth and stats, right? You also have to consider, do you like the look of the character? That matters too. Are they fun to play? Can you play around with their class changes a lot, right? There's a lot of things to consider. So, despite the story. The cross class him, just give him a pair of R-hat fists and he's gonna be a problem. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't ever cross class high level knights, especially past 20. There's no need. If you go the MVP of your faction, then you should be an S easily, and if you are a first rate knight, then A. I see. Okay, so you're saying MVP of your faction, we're talking Grados, Al Sin. In Morelva, that would be Guinea, but he's in the meme lord territory, so we kind of use Adieu to fit that role. Umi's in here too, along with Yuki. You got 4 freaking Morelva knights in here, dude. So, I also got 5 Shinobi tribe in here. Thanks to me. You only have, what, 3? Yeah, you got 3 S tier Gustavan knights and 1 guimoule knight in S tier. Kane needs to be higher. I'm putting him right there next to Darius. Star Wars Shaw, welcome in. Or Star Wars Hoth. I don't know why I read that wrong. So, I know Star Wars. You are a grown man with a beard. Take a second and look at how lame your channel is and how gay this looks. On to the next boomer nobody streamed to laugh at. And you can leave. Bye. I don't have a mod on YouTube right now. Ooh, boy. Hold up. Anybody want to rip that guy a new one? Feel free. Chat unhinged now. That was really random. Yep, there we go. Oh yeah, I know. I need to make sure that he gets out of chat, right? So it doesn't bother me, but like I need to make sure that the chat stays clean. You know what I mean? I don't have a mod in chat right now on YouTube. Yeah. Based on power? Somewhat. Yeah, that's one aspect of it. So it's power. You've got also story. Also, do you like to look at the character? The aesthetic. Are they fun to play? Can they cross-class a lot? Right? Etc. The full package. So, what's up, Felix? You are, okay, yeah, so back to the MVP thing. So you think Ginger should be in S tier as well? Remember, you're probably right. A lot of people. Also, Har Hat Fist makes monks, and Gigas is super broken. You're right. R Hat Fist, wait. R Hat Fists are able to make you do double movement? Is that correct? What faction is harder, Gustavo or Mana Saleesia? Hands down. Hands down is the hardest nation to play in the game. Also, and Gigasis, yeah, you're right. If you are unpromoted, Project Knight and looks good and command range 4 and above, then you are intended to be secretly strong later on, but not immediately, so be. Okay, unpromoted Project Knight that looks good and command range 4, but then you are intended to be secretly strong. Okay. I got you, I got you. That makes sense. Yeah, it's just bored losers. I get it. Right. They're probably still watching, trying to comment, even though they're timed out. Like, let me do it. Let me do it. Let me make fun of you. I go with someone else. If you are S, then maybe compare yourself with the S guys from other factions and see if you stand before or after them. R Hat Fist grants double movement and also red element. You're right, you're right. So, if you're a mod on YouTube, John, then yeah, if that dude comes back, then yeah, sure. But like, I timed him out for 24 hours. I don't know how to like permanently ban him from the channel, but yeah, if you can look into it over on YouTube side, then by all means. So. Do I need to? Okay. If you type in chat, I think I can mod you from my phone. I'm pretty sure. Other faction and see if you stand before or after them. Okay. Hang on. Pretty sure I came from here. Yeah, add as moderator. Review and move chat messages and hide or push. Abilities of senior moderators. Yeah, there you go. I think you're good now. You type again, you might have like the wrench or whatever. Yeah, there you go. You have the shield on my channel though. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'm probably gonna expect more idiots like that. Guy wants to. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna get some haters, dude. I promise you that. I promise you that. That's okay. You know, bring them on. I like digging up the weeds and then throw them in the trash. So it's fun for me. Is this a definitive tier list, or there's a chance we revisit this in the future? I mean, we can. That's fine. I'm gonna save the screenshot and then post it into the Discord server, and I might even pin it too, so you guys can see what chat and I have collectively decided upon, right, over the course of another 3.5 hours. It's been 3 hours and 45 now. Yeah, your shit talking is fine. I totally applaud that. So you go ahead. Lord Lothar's class changed to moderator. Fuck yeah, man. So he reached level 20, tier 3. That's funny. All right. No more changes, guys? Are we good with this, or is there anything else to say? I'll be closing up shop here in a couple minutes here. Then rating. While you guys are deciding, I will see who our target's going to be in a minute. Go over here. Is Simone on right now? Or is she doing a rerun? Wait, no, Simone's on right now, right? Yeah, I never get to raid Simone. She's doing some Tomodachi Life, so we'll get after her in a minute. Also playing Final Fantasy 3 for the first time, which is random, but big RPG lover right there. And also a musician, a fellow musician. We had a great conversation when I first went into her stream. Brigandine is a game I need to play more. Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. You would love it if you love tactical RPGs. That is. If you like Final Fantasy Tactics, I think you would love this right here. Especially the Grand Edition, the old game. Replaying through the game multiple times would probably warrant a revisit. But Abyss is staring at us, and I'm very uncomfortable. I know. When do you guys think the demo's gonna drop? Wait, I can't do lyrics. No, 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 no. Go back here. There you go. I mean, I can, because they're not going to dispute the claim, because I dispute it and they don't say anything, because they're the wrong claimants. They don't own the songs. Anyway. Next time it's on sale on Steam, I want to get it. Yeah, for sure. You missed a really good sale recently once Abyss was announced. Runersia was on sale for like $8. So I wish you would have told me, or had it on your wish list. I would have bought it for you, dude. I wanted to buy it for somebody. And I was going to get it for Lou, but he didn't have Steam at the time, so. Probably around June for the Abyss demo at the earliest. If we get it mid-May, it'll be hype, but yeah. I'm really hoping that we get it at least a month and a half in advance. That would be great. If we get it a month in advance, great, that's fine, right? It gives me 30 days to, you know, get content ready and shit, and for you guys to try it out. But, yes, at the very least a month, but I would like a month and a half. Wait, you do have it on PS5? No shit. What sold me on the Steam version was the updates you said it had. Yeah, it's just the creative mode is all it is. Like, you can do everything else on the other ports, and PS5 runs great, like butter. So, I would just play the PS5 version, dude, because it still has challenge mode in there. But if creative mode really, you know, interests you, then by all means, grab the the Steam version. So. Steam is the definitive version of Runersia. I also had it on PS4. Yeah. Cool. All right, I'm going to save this list as it is. I'm not hearing any more debates, so I will download this and share it up in the Runersia's chat on Discord. Let's see. Download. Save. There we go. Boom. All right, let's go do a raid, guys. I'm ready. We'll go to just chatting here. There we go. Discussions will probably continue on the Discord. I assume they will. I plan to grab it anyway, and I'll play it more on PS5. Hell yeah, man. I'm excited to hear, like, what nation you're going to play first. So, it's always my first question is, like, who appeals to you the most out of all 6 nations? If you suggest someone, yeah, you can, if you like. So, I was going to raid Simone for the first time, but, yeah, you can if you like. Pan's not streaming right now, is she? It's 12:30 over here. Oh, February 9th. I know him. Yeah, I think I'm following February. I'm pretty sure. One sec. Yeah, we can definitely do that. A game music stream. Yeah, I'm down. All right. Raid. Spell it. In. Like that. Nice. Got him. All right, so we will head over to this streamer's game music stream is what you said. Is he doing like cover tunes, I guess? February night. A good friend of my sister Fan over in Canada. So is he also Canadian as well? No, you're fine, you're fine. So I was gonna rate Simone, but we could go over to February night. That's perfectly okay. I'll get her later because she's always on whenever I'm getting ready to get off. I don't need much from Brigandine Abyss, just need a character to shout something like Sinzuar. I'm sure you'll get your feel, man. For sure. All right, guys, thank you so much. I will catch you guys tomorrow night for the actual campaign of Runersia, and we'll jam us with some more Brigandine. You guys rock. Bye.
Lunari, hello, welcome to the stream. Thanks for sharing a community with us. This is pretty sick, actually.
Yeah. Ah, God, I just.
Damn. What the hell is this? Dude, the vibes on this is so... Damn.
Yes,
Most of this
Falco's.
series is so goated? No kidding, man.
Very, very true.
Damn.
It is one of my favorite soundtracks as well, Baumer, and it's just... Oh, God.
The vibe